as you're coming back through, you get to the area where they're doing all the tree cutting. You're kind of coming through, you know, you can hear them hacking away, like, thack, 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 chopping down the trees, stuff like that. All of a sudden, you hear a loud, "Get out of the way, stupid!" And you hear like a loud crack coming from your right. As you glance around, you notice there is a huge tree that is actually on the way down, and as you guys have walked into the clearing, it's coming down directly where you guys are walking.
Well,
awesome.
That was a good stream. Radavan's gonna die. As he can't move worth a damn. I'll see you guys later.
Lady Heptica, there's no recap tonight. Tonight is the actual show. But yes, so what do you guys want to do? There's a huge tree about to come crashing down on top of you.
I'm clearly going to do this.
Like saves here?
I'm going to jump out of the way. I know, surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising,
Okay.
I know.
I'm going to jump out of the way as well.
Alright, so you...
Damn it. I want to push someone out of the way, but they're faster
None of
than
you
me.
want to stand there and get crushed by the tree. You disappoint me.
No.
So that's okay.
No, we're all jumping out of the way, for sure.
Night of the Couch, thanks for the follow, dude. So, follow hype! Hello, Ronan, thanks for the follow as well. So, yeah, the tree comes crashing down. It's only just started, so it's kind of slowly, initially it's coming down kind of slowly. You can kind of hear the branches cracking as they're coming down through the other trees. So it's not a difficult thing for you to jump out the way. Okay, you all kind of leap quickly to the side as you see the tree come crashing down to the point where it would have decimated all of you. Over to the side, the guy that just cut the tree down is laughing inanely, like giggling to himself. Everybody make a willpower check, please.
Ooh, okay.
So, let's get some dice rolling going. Willpower check for everybody to start the night.
It's the total or the base save?
It will be your total. So, Jane Ivana with a 20, Miss Super Cool, Calm and Collect.
What willpower?
Shagget with a 25. Actually, you would have only gotten I forgot to tell you, Shagget, you only had a +5, not a +6 on this one.
Why?
You only got a 24.
Well, that's unbeknown to you, isn't it? But that doesn't matter. You still passed it with flying colors.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry, where's my willpower on here? I don't see anything that says
Your
willpower.
willpower save is on the character sheet underneath the Strength Dex Con Int Wiz character is the saving throw boxes. And you're
Saving
looking at the
throw?
total
So I've
willpower.
got... There's no will... Oh, will.
Yes.
I'm very
Well,
intrigued
save.
right now. I'm not going to lie, Gore.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, no
I
minuses
have
for
that.
you,
Kia
Jen.
is intrigued.
Okay, and Racer, you pass. Okay, here's what happens. Radovan and Racer, and Kia. The fact that that guy's laughing at you, it like really pisses you off. More than it normally would do.
Uh-oh.
You get a faint tingling coming from your left arm.
Uh-oh.
But
Uh-oh.
managing to keep your calm and your kind of collect minds, you avoid the gut-wrenching desire to go over and beat the living bejesus out of the dude.
Does anyone find that little guy over there more annoying than you usually would?
Radovan, you've kind of been down this road. The last time you lost your shit, if you remember.
Yes. I would say, yeah. I feel very strange right now. I'm not going to lie. I feel...
Did
more...
you guys feel the tingling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no blue glowing from the mark, but there is definitely like a little strange. It's almost like a itchy feel.
Is there any... Can we see any weird little biting green bugs things? What are those things?
You kind of paranoid, you know, your paranoia kicks in as you glance around looking, but no. It just seems to be that, you know, the guy just found it funny that you almost walked under the tree that he was chopping.
Hey, oi! You!
He's like, what? You shouldn't have been standing there.
Well, what time is it?
He says, I know, almost noon.
What day?
Tuesday.
Alright, Tuesday. Oh, of course it's Tuesday.
I kind of grab onto Radovan's shoulder, like, don't get testy, come on.
No, you're right. I just want to go to the inn, and I want a drink of water. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in this area.
anything that relates to the tattoo, I'm going to explore. So
But the dude is lying. He's an ignorant little puss bucket. We should find the mage, right? I mean,
let me,
sorry.
hold on. Just hold on a second.
I'm
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
What?
It says, yes.
What is your line of work, sir? Do you just cut down trees?
He said, yeah,
Is that all you do?
I work for the lumber mill.
Um,
I know it's not really that funny. It's just, we're always joking around saying to each other, people shouldn't be around here. We're cutting down the trees. And here you three are just come wandering straight into the clearing right as this big oak's about to drop. He said, obviously it wouldn't be funny if it had killed you, but you kind of got to see the funny side of it. Just saying.
Can I test his, see if he's lying about his profession or anything?
You can do like a sense motive if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I just look at Reza and shake my head.
Aight. Sense motive roll.
I'm gonna give him this is good. Kind of a look.
Oh my god.
Alright, then.
18. He's probably not lying. I mean, the fact that he's here, there's a dozen other people here cutting down trees. He's a fairly young guy. If anything, you probably would knock it down to his immaturity. And the fact that, a young dude might find it kind of funny if a tree that he was cutting down was about to squish a couple of elves and a priest of St. Cuthbert, but,
Yes. Regardless, I felt something, so I'm going to go ahead and detect magic in the
Kia.
area. What?
Let her do it.
No,
I want to
time.
look at the men and see, is there anybody who looks a little too old for this job, who maybe shouldn't be there?
I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
So you glance around at everybody and kind of squint and look at them all. No, they're all fairly kind of young, fit, virile folk. Jane Ovana, you cast Detect Magic. Where are you casting it? On?
Towards the guy, and just... What do we see again? Is there a crew of people there?
There's about a dozen people in the clearing, but they're all kind of working on their own trees and stuff like that.
More towards the tree that fell on us and the guy that cut it down in that area.
Okay, so you hold your arms out, you cast your incantation. Nope. There does not appear to be any magic in the immediate vicinity where you cast. Just a smug, immature idiot.
Dang it. Well, I'm not going to dismiss it as nothing, but I don't know what else to do right now, so... I'm done. I'm done here.
Oh, you're finished?
Yeah, I'm finished,
So
Radvan.
we can leave. Okay.
Yeah, you could go drink now.
I'm obviously not going to drink, but we have a short time frame to do a lot of things. So you are clearly not the diplomatic type, Kia.
I'm going to do a little bow to him. Doing a little bow to Radovan. Let us go.
You got to find the mage. Risa and I have to go around town and get some damn information about this before we see him. All right.
All right. Well, where should we meet when we're done with this day?
I don't know. Shoot an arcane missile in the sky and we'll find you.
How about at the inn?
Yeah,
Rather
we'll
than-
at the inn.
there's no need
Yeah,
for
there is
that.
the huge
I'm
fish
sorry.
smelling in.
I'm on edge. It's not every day you almost get crushed by a giant tree. All right.
I'll shoot a magic missile in the air if I'm in trouble, so just look around for that.
No,
Right.
I'm sorry. You're right, Risa. You're right. Okay. I'll just take a few deep breaths. I'm sorry. It's been a few days. I haven't had anything to drink. I'm not in the
DTs are
best of
kicking in.
moods right now.
Radavan's sitting there like,
Yeah.
I
hands are
think
going.
that's just called withdrawal.
He's sweating.
Radovan.
I'm not withdrawing from anything.
Whiskey sweats. Alrighty.
He's sweat-
The whiskey. And there we have it.
Is that
the
a
first
shiggle?
shiggle of the night.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
Okay, so you kind of, you make your way out of the clearing, through the woods to the town. So of course you've got the wooden palisade that's all the way around, and you know where you can get in and out. Now, are you guys kind of trying to do this incognito to where nobody really knows you're here, or just trying to stay low so that Yarn Spinner doesn't know you're here?
So, my plan is to basically traverse the street and go door to door, and I'm gonna be like a little survey man with a clipboard if I have one. That's my plan.
Okay, so instead of a clipboard, you're just going to kind of have to stick your
Parchment
chest
and
out
quill.
and look all,
Yeah.
official.
That is totally not my plan.
You can be all St. Cuthberty.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going
that's
to
your
be-
game plan. What's Race's?
I'm going to hit the seedier parts of town and just kind of hang in the shadows with my ears open, see if I overhear anybody say anything about I'm looking for the complainers in town.
Right.
Somebody who's bitching about something, you can go strike up a conversation easily because they will more than happily tell you how much they hate everything.
Right. The only really quote-unquote seedy part of town would probably be the docks down here.
All right, well, that's where I would like
I mean,
to
it's a
go.
fairly small town, so... Okay, so Race is going to the docks. Radovan is just starting here and going door to door. Kia.
I was actually also going to head to the docks if that's where the seedy people are to see if they know anything about where I can find the wizard.
Okay. Now, just for reference, should you see any guards, are you trying to walk the other way and not be seen, or...
Yeah, I don't really want to be seen.
Okay, so you are going to noticeably...
Stealth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, I mean, for Racer, it's going to be a cloak and dagger mission. For you, it's going to be a duck behind the nearest building or disappear into the
Right.
local crowd. So, okay. Radovan, same for you, or are you just going to, like, blase the guards and be like, screw you, hippie?
I'm kind of banking. Well, no, it's going to be hard to do. I can't exactly hide, but I'm going to try to avoid the gaze and the attention.
Okay,
of guards that
so
might
if you
be
see a guard coming, you're going to avoid
Yeah,
him
walk
wherever
around the
possible.
corner
Okay.
and come back around.
That's all I'm checking, because, of course, they're not openly looking for you guys right now. So, unless you
Alright.
should stumble and bump into one. All right, so you two are heading over to the docks. So Racer and Kia head that way. Radovan is heading to the first set of houses here. He will be there first. So Radovan, you get to the first street, you get a house to your left and your right. What are you doing?
I walk to the door and I.
All right.
Police!
The door is undone by a thick-set elderly woman. She's like, "Hello."
So no, I'm not going to say I represent the Lollipop Guild, although I really want to. But I am going to say, hello, ma'am. My name is Radovan Rainier. I'm a priest of St. Cuthbert from the next town over, Sorrowmorn.
A priest, is it?
Yes.
She's kind of squinting a little bit to indicate, she looks like she's fairly short of, her eyesight's pretty bad.
I lean in closer, hefting my armaments, my shield and weapon.
She's
like,
kind of looking,
"Good day."
she's got her neck kind of hunched as she's staring upwards at you, because she's probably only about, with her hunched back, she's about 4'8" high. And, I mean, you're a 6'4" tower of a man above her, so she's, like, looking up at you with a squint.
I'm really sorry to bother you, ma'am. It's customary of my faith.
Donations, is it? Hang on a second.
Wait, no. Well, how much? Wait, no, okay.
Okay, she kind of puts her hand into her apron and pulls out 2 copper pieces and holds it towards, as if she's looking to drop it into a can or something.
Thank you, ma'am. And I take it with my hand, and I'm like, I actually wanted to conduct a minor survey if you wouldn't mind. Just a couple of questions.
Questions? What about?
About your life here, and whether you're very happy.
Well, I'm 68 years old. I'm hunched over and I can't see. Happy is not the word I'd use.
Well, okay. What about the leadership here, Mr. Lord Yardspinner? Has he treated you well and been fair and judicial?
Treated
in
me
all
well?
his... Yes.
Basically ignores me. That's what he does.
Well, do you like this, or is there? Would you wish for change?
Yeah, I wish for change.
Anyone in particular who, in this town, you would like to see be the leader?
Oh, not really interested in leadership, but I wouldn't mind being 24 again, especially with a nice, handsome chap like you.
Well, I'm taken. There's a lady Cassandra in the town over. She kind of took my heart. So I'm sorry, I'm not available. But
Oh, well,
thank you for the donation. I
well,
get
fair enough.
there.
She slams the door, mumbling to herself.
Okay. Yeah, go to the next house. Basically.
Knock on the door. There's no answer here.
Oh, the one over here.
Yes, this one.
All right, so I'm gonna go to this one. Oh, I mean,
There you go. So you're just moving down.
yeah, I can't control. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, mostly what you're finding is as you're kind of working your way down, obviously these are just general houses. Some of them are already empty because people are actually at work doing things. But while you're doing that, let's go over to the docks. So, ladies, when you get to the docklands, what are you doing?
Where do we see people?
There are people, basically teamsters, loading a ship all along the dock. Of course, you've got your little beer tent where there's a small crowd of people around that. You've got people walking backwards and forwards from the ship, loading and unloading into the warehouses right here. So, I mean, there's a fair kind of chatter of noise going on with different people moving backwards and forwards here.
I would like to go to the beer tent.
Alrighty.
And in particular, I'm looking for the little feller who was feeding Radovan booze.
Well, the guy that was serving Radovan booze is there, but the guy that was kind of pandering to Radovan and trying to convince him to drink and drink more is not currently.
Okay. So I just want to listen in, see if anybody's complaining about anything this day.
Okay. So you're just going to kind of eavesdrop.
Yep.
I would say that would probably best be coming under your... I wouldn't put it under... Listen, I would put that more under gather information.
Alright. 20!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. A 20. Okay, as you start eavesdropping, there does, you do hear a few people grumbling. The general complaint does seem to be that they're all overworked, that your Lord Yarnspinner is, I wouldn't say, I mean, these guys are complaining that he's overly strict.
Okay.
But of course, these are all laborers as well, so they do work fairly hard. But you do catch one or two pieces of information or one or two comments towards the fact that if he didn't own the whole bloody town, or if he didn't have the town in his back pocket, things might be different.
Okay. Alright. Is there anybody that like visually looks kind of out of place? I am kind of in the back of my mind thinking that the wizard might be hiding in plain sight.
Right.
So I want to see if maybe somebody catches my eye that I might want to have a chit chat with.
All right, make a spot check for me.
Sure.
That's 16. Okay, you don't see anybody that would stand out possibly as a wizard. However, you do catch, moving through the crowd, the guy that you were looking for at the beer tent. The young guy that was pandering to Radovan about 6 days ago.
Excellent. I would like to go talk to him.
Alrighty. Yep, it's not hard for you to sneak up to him, so you pop out of the crowd in front of the guy, and he's like, "Oh, hello.
Hi.
Yes? Can I help you?
Do you remember me?
Guy Panics, thanks for the follow, man. No, can't say that I do, no.
How many
Thank you, dude. Appreciate the follow, buddy.
How many days ago would it have been since we were there with Radovan?
It is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days.
So that would put us at Wednesday of the week prior?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to say, last Wednesday you were here with the priest of St. Cuthbert?
No, I don't remember any priests, no.
No, you remember. You were here. Don't lie to me.
Oh, yeah, the big tall chap in the armor.
Yeah, the big tall one, yeah.
Yeah, I was interested in joining the priesthood, you see, so I had a drink or two with him and a little bit of a chat.
That's wonderful. How long have you lived in this town?
Ooh, well, let's see. Moved in when I was a nipper, so probably about 12 years.
So, don't you think it would be prudent to not get a priest of St. Cuthbert, who is a newcomer to your town, drunk when there are clear laws that state this is not to happen?
Well, he didn't exactly take a lot of, he wasn't hard to convince.
Yeah, he doesn't know the laws here.
Well, but he was already down in a couple before I even got there, so I was just being friendly, really.
Listen to me. If you claim to be a someone who's interested in coming into this fate, why would you jeopardize him like that?
Well, I didn't think about it. They never arrest anybody for it, not unless they're like legless on the streets.
Well, he got arrested.
Well, yeah. Do a sense motive check.
I'm gonna kill this little kid.
Seriously?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's like... He goes, they just never... honestly, he goes, I shouldn't have done it. I know. I should have thought about it. I just assumed being a priest of St. Cuthbert, all about the law and that, he'd already know all the laws.
You assume that, or did somebody tell you to give him drinks?
No, no one told me to do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm staring at him like I'm glaring at him. Hopefully he's slightly
scared. He's kind of going bright red and he's having a hard time holding eye contact. Almost conveniently, you hear a guy yell, "Oi, you! Leave that woman alone and get back to work. You're not going to get this... He goes, no, we're not going to ship unloaded this way. Come on!" He's like, "Oh, awfully sorry. Got to go back to work. Sorry, bye." And he turns to kind of leg it.
So I'm gonna look to where the voice came from. The person who just yelled at him. Can you just briefly describe him for me?
Yeah, he's kind of like a stern-looking guy, fairly thick-set, about 4'11". He's wearing like a leather waistcoat. He's got kind of like a Captain Picard type haircut. You know, he's bald at the top and just got like a little bit of hair around the side. Very kind of mean-looking guy. He's holding like probably about a 3-foot rod. Looks kind of official.
Like town official or like
more like a
job
dock official.
Okay. Do you think Raisa would be afraid of him?
Who would be afraid of him?
Raisa.
I mean, are you? He's...
Sounds like it.
He's a bit of a gruff sort of fellow, but I mean...
Well, she's mad. I'm just trying to think. She's mad, but she does shy away from authority. She does want to, like... She doesn't trust the little feller. So... You know what? Maybe she will just kind of note that and move along.
Okay. Alrighty. Kia, what are you doing down at the docks?
I was going to approach people who look like they're working, sending boats out, and probably the unloading and unloading people you have wandering around there.
No, thanks for the follow. Right, okay.
So now I'm going to walk up to them and try to get their attention.
It's not hard for you to get anybody's attention.
It's true.
I mean,
I'm wearing a bright blue robe.
You're wearing bright kind of purpley flamboyant robes. You've got a charisma of 14, and you're elvish. To these average peasants, you're like something to look at.
Somebody's gorgeous.
So gorgeous! Oh my god!
So yeah, I mean, not in a approachable way, more as in a kind of standoffish, staring kind of way. You know, they're all kind of like eyeballing you, and they stop talking when you get close.
So I'll approach the one closest to me.
Okay. As he's kind of in the mid, you know, he's lifting a barrel as if he's about to load it onto a hand cart, and he's kind of stops and he's holding the barrel in midair, just like looking straight at you with an awkward kind of stare, like.
I do a little bow and say, "Hello, good sir. I was wondering if you've seen a wizard around here."
Best out of you. Thanks for the follow. A wizard? Sorry. And he kind of puts the barrel down as an afterthought and brushes himself off. Yes, ma'am. A wizard?
Yes. I believe his name is Silas.
I don't know whether he's actually a wizard. I've heard people say that he is. But there is a cranky old fisherman that lives kind of... You know where the Lord's house is?
Yes, sir.
He says, right, well, that's one end of the dock. If you go to the other end, follow the lake around, he said probably after about half a mile you'll find a shack. It's a bit of a rundown kind of hovel, really. But that's where he hangs out. He's a bit of a nutter, though. He's not very sane.
Huh. Well, I think I can handle him. Thank you so much for the information. And I hold my hand out for a handshake.
Initially, he kind of like pulls back. but then he's like glancing around at his friends, and then with like a bit of a smirk on his face, he's like, "Hey, nice to." He goes, "Yeah, thank you, ma'am," as he shakes your hand. And then, like, as you walk away, you notice like two of his friends come running over, and they start leaning in and start whispering to each other, and one of them's like nudging him and stuff.
I kind of turn around. I'm obviously probably aware of this.
Subtly, like glancing over their
Kia
shoulders.
is loving it. Yeah, she's loving it. She's walking away, smiling. Yeah, and so I'll head towards the direction around the lake.
Alrighty. So you're gonna head. So yeah, that's basically you're going this way and going down there. Okay, so Kia's heading down the lake to find said possible cranky old guy who might be a wizard. Radovan,
I'm going to just quickly. Sorry, when I finished with that, when I was contemplating, I'm kind of going to go head back towards where Radovan was. I'm looking for Radovan.
Okay, so you're heading back to the houses.
Yeah.
All right, Radovan. So you've already gone past the first two houses at this point with no answer. You've gotten to the third house down on the right. Okay.
I hit my keyboard there for a second.
Right,
there,
the door is
Plasticky.
undone by what looks like a kid, probably somewhere between. You're not particularly great with kids, so let's put him somewhere between 6 and 10. Okay, he opens the door. He looks straight ahead, and he's like,
What the heck?
and he turns around and starts fleeing down the hallway.
Shiggles too!
Fuck it, I'm leaving. I just start walking down the street.
How to deal with a cleric of St. Cuthbert? Throw a kid at him. There we go.
I'm not dealing with that
Defeated
shit.
by an 8-year-old. Okay.
Okay.
Right, you hightail it
so
up the
good.
road before the dreaded mom monster shows up. Okay, so you get to the next house. As you get to the next, towards the next house, Racer pops out from behind the building to your right. As if by magic, Racer appears.
Radovan!
Wait, please, like, approach like a human.
I
Not.
found your guy. I found that kid.
Oh, you're scared. Okay, you really? Where?
Down by the docks.
Huh. Where Kia went, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, I guess. I'm just doing some surveys. I guess that's more important, right? I mean, did you talk to him?
I did. He didn't give me much, but I think he may have purposely set you up.
Well, I don't doubt that for a second, but we need a confession out of him, right, or something. Yeah. All right. Let's show me where he is. Let's meet him.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna basically lead Radovan back to the docks and point out where the kid is.
Yes.
Yes. Okie dokie.
Yes.
Right. As you're kind of, one of the things that you're noticing is you've seen a couple of the guards, but they're really not being vigilant. They're not overly paying any attention, so it's not hard for you to avoid them. Even Radovan, as long as he sees them first, can very easily get not seen by the guards, especially with the crowds of people around, so it's not too bad for him. Okay, so once you get down there, Racer points out this kid, and he's in the middle of loading crates onto this ship.
And then I'm going to point out and say, that guy appears to be his boss. I don't know if you want to watch out for him or talk to him, but that's where he is. I'm going to keep looking for any more information. Have fun.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And I'm just going to kind of disappear off.
Okay, so you're getting your butt out of the way.
What are you, Batman? What's going on here? Okay, seriously, just
Miss Skulky.
You
You didn't see me, right? And she's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, you see the kid, basically, the one that kind of, quote-unquote, set you up.
I head to the guy who looks like, with, like, no hair.
Okay, the guy, the Teamster
The
boss,
boss
basically.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah, the Teamster Ross.
Okay.
What's he doing at the moment?
Basically, he's kind of walking up and down the docks, checking people out. Watch that! Don't drop that! Come on, quicker, quicker! We haven't got all day. Just barking orders at people.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hello, my name is Radovan Rainier. May I have a moment of your time?
Do I look like I've got time? We've got this ship to have loaded before nightfall.
How much do you make per hour? What's your wage?
Well, 1.5 silver a day.
Okay, I'll give you a gold if you give me some damn time.
Break time, everybody!
Yeah, can I have a moment with you?
Yeah, sure. Hang on a second. Put that down before you drop it. Barking at a few more orders, and once he's kind of got everybody non-reluctantly, I mean, they're all very happy to just sit down and wipe their brows, and a couple of them make their way over to the beer tent. He kind of walks over to the side. He says, yes, what can I do for you? Something about gold, was it?
So I give him a gold piece.
Okay,
and
he stuffs it into his pocket greedily. He's like, oh, thank you.
Is the kid who set me up in plain view?
Yeah.
When they scattered?
He is.
Is he aware that I'm there? Like,
he is. You know where he is because you saw him, but
right.
He is ducking. He's kind of like hiding down behind two of the crates. Periodically, you see like a head pop up, but you know where he is.
Somebody's in shit.
So last week I was new to your town, and told basically by Lord Yardspinner to, relax and enjoy the day. We're here on a mission. We're trying to fulfill it, but we had some time to kill.
Well, wish he'd tell us to relax every great once in a while. Wish he'd relax every great once in a while.
Oh, he seems very relaxed. Even more. I don't think he's lifted anything in the last couple of years.
That man's got a stick stuffed up his backside. That's his problem. Way too uptight, if you ask me.
So. I went to that tent over there. You see the one right?
Oh yes, the beer tent.
The beer tent. You guys.
Why don't we walk that way while we talk?
No. I please no. Please, for the love of Cuthbert, no. All right. Long story short, I was enjoying my day, and that guy who's hiding over some barrels, peeking like an idiot, essentially.
Right. As soon as you kind of point in that direction, he hightails it. Basically, you suddenly see him stand up and start running in the opposite direction down the dock as fast as his little legs will carry him.
Do you know who that is? I mean, I'm not going to chase him, but obviously the idiot who's running away. Who is he?
Roderick.
And he lives here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and his family moved here probably about, 6-7 years ago or something like that. I don't know.
All right. Long story short, he came in, started chatting me up. I was cool with it.
Well, I didn't know he was that way inclined, but...
Well, he was drinking a lot, and he was offering me drinks after drinks after drinks. I was unaware that there's a law in the books that it's illegal to drink when you guys are working.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about that. The guards never do anything.
Okay.
As long as you can still stay upright, you're all right.
And I was upright, and I was promptly arrested, sir.
Arrested?
Yeah, your Lord Yarn Dick over there arrested me.
Well, are you sure that's all you were doing?
I am absolutely positive. Where does Roderick live?
Don't know if I should tell you about exactly where he lives. Why? What are you going to do to him?
Here's another gold piece. I really
Far be it from me to stand in the way of the church. Okay, he kind of points you over behind the warehouses. If you go down the main street, take a left, all the way down. He said his house is right there on the corner.
With the kid.
Yeah.
And the mom.
Yeah. He said, yeah, that would be his little brother.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and the mom, is she decent?
Decent. She's a right battle axe, she is. I wouldn't mess with her.
Okay. Oh, shit.
No father in the picture, you see, so
yeah,
they're a little bit unruly. I'm sure Roderick didn't mean any big by it. He was probably just impressed by all your shininess and your big club.
Well, he got me in quite a lot of trouble, and it's trouble that's really put me in a bind. And
he just works here on the dock. I'm just the foreman. I'm not his dad or anything. If you've got a problem with him, maybe you should take it up with his mother. If you really, really want to.
I guess I have to. Is he going to come back? Because you don't seem to care that he ran off when you guys are on a break.
He ran off. I'll have his wages docked.
Doc, I think you should fire him or threaten to fire him.
Well, if he doesn't come back, I will fire him.
I need a little. Okay, fair enough. Well, I won't mind if you do that. I think you should fire him. So you have my blessing.
Well,
thank God for blessing. I was going to do the cross.
I mean,
That's
it
a little weird.
It is expensive to replace people, you know.
Well, you got 2 shiny pieces. I mean,
well, that's my money, though. That's for me. Isn't it? That's mine. You gave that to me.
Well, I think you should fire him. I think he deserves it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a priest.
I'll have words with him. If he doesn't show back up for his shift, he goes, but obviously I think you put the fear of God into him. He ran off pretty sharpish like.
Do you? All right. I won't keep your time. I won't keep you any longer. But do you think there's anyone in town who's better fit to run this place than Lord Yarnspinner?
No, not at all. First of all, there's nobody else of nobility, so there's nobody else that can run it. And secondly, nope, he does a decent job.
Okay. So where are the claims entitlements come from?
Well, the nobility.
Yeah,
you have to be noble to be crowned a lord. Well,
okay,
in most cases.
Hey, I'm a noble guy. Why can't I run?
Well, go talk to the king. I don't know.
The king. Oh no. Yes, I know where you're speaking of. Thank you, sir. I will get back to work, and good job.
Alrighty. Okay, so you're going to leave him. Meanwhile, let's go over to Kia Liana. You have found the little hut that the guy was talking about, nestled up against the edge of the lake. It really is a rundown crap hole. It's not a nice place at all. It's really not what you would have expected for a well-to-do wizard.
Okay.
But anyway, you arrive outside. As I said, it is kind of like a rundown shack, really. There's nothing much to do with it at all. It's very poorly put together. Nothing fancy whatsoever. Peasants would live in better places than this.
I'm just going to give it a quick look up and down, walk up to the door.
Okay. The door swings open, almost invitingly, but there's nobody standing at the other side of it.
I peek my head in. Hello? Anybody?
Alrighty.
Anybody here?
Okay, basically inside it's a very plain, single-roomed shack. Table to your left, a simple chest of cutlery and stuff to your right, a fireplace, one table to the far right corner with a few strange-looking items of paraphernalia, bottles and stuff like that. There's a chest, a simple bed, and at the back of the room is a gentleman with long grey hair wearing green robes. He seems to be probably somewhere in his 60s.
I'm going to not move forward, stay where I am, and just say, huh, nice robes.
Okay, he just kind of looks at you. He says, can I help you at all?
I take a step forward to test whether he's gonna move or do anything, and say
he
yes.
starts walking towards you.
Oh, cool. I'll finish the walk up towards him, then I'll say yes. Are you Silas?
I am.
Bandit?
And you are?
Oh, perfect. I'm Kiliana. I am a sorceress.
I hear you've been looking for me.
Yes, sir.
You came here with a couple of friends, I understand, asking questions
Yes.
about a retired wizard.
Retired. Are you retired, sir?
Yes. I gave up the magical art several years ago and came here to pursue my love of fishing.
And have you been successful?
Well, for the most part, yes.
Well, good. I've been sent here by none other than Ashlyn Maine. Do you know him?
I know of
Is
him.
that who it was? Of
Yeah,
him.
it was, yeah.
Okay, good.
Why would he send you here?
I kind of look at him for a second to decide if I want to trust him, and decide I'll just go for it. So I lift up my robe and show him the mark on my forearm.
Okay, you kind of wave your arm towards him. He kind of looks at it and raises one eyebrow. He says, that's rather interesting. Did you do that yourself?
I'm not that good of an artist, sir. I did not. I don't know who did it, actually. I believe we were all drugged when whoever this was gave it to us. And I bet you can probably tell it has some magical qualities about it, yeah?
Quite probably. Have you... Well, I understand you're a sorceress. I'm sure you have investigated, so I'm assuming it does have magical properties, yes?
Absolutely. Our mage, Ashland Main, in fact, got rid of some of the necromancy. Was that it, Gore?
Yeah, he got rid of some necromancy on there.
Yes, he did something and got rid of some of the necromancy on it, but he believes that there's many types of magic that have been put upon this emblem.
Oh, and he thinks that I might be able to get rid of some of it or all of it. Is that the thing?
That is the thing, sir.
Yes. You know, there is a point to where you have to start saying no when you're retired. And I would like to help.
Are we finally at that point?
He says, it's just I constantly get pestered by people. Can you do this? Can you do that? And I am getting very tired of it.
But listen, sir, this is not just some petty question, and this thing is going to kill us. There's 2 others here in the town with me. We have the same exact mark, and we just know we will die if we can't figure
When
this
you
out.
said kill us, he took a step backwards immediately. Like, oh.
That's not good.
He says, look, let me take a look at it and I'll see if there's anything I can discern about it, but I can't make you any promises.
Well, is there anything the 3 of us can do for you? Anything you've been needing?
Not really, not since I retired. I live a pretty simple life. I don't really need anything.
Are you under Lord Yarnspinner's rule?
Well, technically, but that's one of the advantages of being a fairly practiced wizard. Most people leave you well enough alone as long as you don't give them reason to mess with you.
Well,
But of course, I did deliberately build this little hovel as far away from town as I could, while still having access to the local brews and stuff like that.
it's obviously not enough, sir. If I could perhaps explain one more thing to you, if you let me.
Well, the day is still young, and I have plenty of time. So explain to me whatever it is that you think might
Listen.
assist.
We saw a young lass that had the same mark on her forearm, and we witnessed her veins turned bright blue, and she exploded everywhere. Have you ever heard of that, or anyone who's had that happen to them?
Nothing
Say yes.
exactly like that, but that being
Something
said,
similar?
I mean, there are various different types of magic that could do such things.
Such as?
Well, I mean, magics have all kinds of strange manipulations. I mean, it's no spell I know of offhand, but then I've created a spell or 2 of my own in the past, so it could have been created by anybody with the knowledge to do so. Would you like me to take a look at it?
Yes.
Okay, he walks over, begins to cast a spell. If you want to know what he's casting before he does so, you can make a spellcraft roll, or you can just let him do it.
Well, I'm just gonna let him do it. I don't
Okay.
care at this point.
Right, well, he casts a detect magic spell. Both of his eyes kind of raise as he steps backwards. He says, we are in a pickle, aren't we? He said there's way more than one type of magic there, and the strength of this enchantment and incantations and evocations are somewhat, well, a little more powerful than I've seen in my time.
Well, is there anything you would recommend if you yourself can't help us?
Well, if I was a still practicing wizard, I would probably try to remove enchantments. But I don't think I really have the power to do it. Not anymore, anyway. Not since, well, anyway, never mind.
I bet you maybe know someone who did.
I really don't.
You don't?
I really don't. Not that I'd know where to find them, anyway. I mean, once
You're
upon
saying...
a time I had an item that would have probably helped, but...
What? What is it?
Well, not too long ago, as I said, I had this item.
Story time.
It was a magical device that amplified my powers once per day. I crafted it many years ago, and it was on a one of my many adventures. You see, I found this magical gem, a beautiful sapphire. I bound its magic into a golden rod to create what I called Silas's Arcane Magnifier. Yes, I know, not very original, but it served the purpose.
That was bad. That's bad.
It was sadly stolen from me about a month ago. Or at least the gem was. He said, I still have the golden rod here somewhere. He kind of goes over to the chest and retrieves what appears to be a intricately carved golden rod, about yay long. And it looks like it had like a holding place at the top of it where this where this gem would have been. The first thing you notice is the gem must have been pretty darn big if it actually fit in that slot.
In what color did you say it was, sir?
It was a sapphire. Bright blue sapphire.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
And
it was.
If I were to retrieve this sapphire, would you be able to possibly help us out?
Well, I would, but I really don't care. You see, as I said, it was stolen from me. The very capable thief, I might add, took it, but left the golden rod, which leads me to believe it was no just random theft, because the golden rod itself was probably worth hundreds and hundreds of gold. So no, this person knew exactly what they were coming for and why they were here, no doubt about that.
So you don't even miss your sapphire?
Well, I started doing some scrying initially to find it, and eventually I realized I didn't really care anymore. I'm retired. The effort I would have to go to retrieve this gem just wasn't worth the stress and the aggravation. So I chose to just let it go.
Well, listen, I think I have some ideas about this sapphire. Can we strike a deal here? If we get the sapphire for you, could you help us out? Not like a maybe, a concrete yes.
Well, I mean, if I don't have to go anywhere, and you're willing to go and get the sapphire
you don't have to go
and bring it back to
anywhere.
Me,
you just
yes,
go sit in that chair in the corner there and do what retired people do.
That seems fair.
And I will get this to you. My two comrades, one is a priest of Saint Cuthbert, and the other is a rogue. Just for your information, if you run into them.
Well,
in your chair.
Why don't you bring them here to me? So at least I can meet the other two people that I'm sending to acquire my property.
Okay, I'll come back today.
Alrighty. And when you come back, I've got a little bit more information that might help you a little bit in finding this thing.
Sure. Alright.
Alright,
Thank you, sir.
I'll go ahead and get the kettle on, shall I? And he kind of points
do
at the fireplace.
You
want. And instantly the whole fireplace just ignites, like...
The retired wizard.
Retired wizard. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sort of thing
I take my leave.
I mean, it's not that impressive to you, but it would have been to the average non-magical type person.
That's what Hagrid did.
There you go. Alright, so you're going to leave and go look for these guys.
Yes.
Alrighty, well that's a good spot for us to go ahead and take a quick break. once you've been down there, Radovan, you had your conversation with the dock hand. Racer disappeared. What's Racer doing while Radovan is talking to the dock hand about the naughty little kid?
I didn't go very far. I was kind of just listening again and actually kind of trying to see where Kia had went. So I'm probably somewhere in between Radovan and Kia, like not too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so you're just kind of loitering around. You're probably over here then, loitering near the warehouses.
Yeah.
Okay. Radovan, do you have any other game plan after that?
Pretty much to go try to find Reza, because I know I have to go back to that house with the mom and the damn kid.
Okay.
And so I don't want to do that alone.
Coward.
It's the kid, man. I need.
Okay.
I need some
Well, I mean, yeah,
support.
Racer will see you wandering up and down the dock, kind of obviously looking for something.
I'm
so
like, yo,
she'll figure it
yo.
out.
Yeah, and I'll come up and just appear beside him probably.
Ugh. Oh.
Okay, Radovan, make a spot check, please. And Racer.
Spot check?
Yep, and Racer, you can make one as well as soon as you're with him.
Uh-oh. What is my spot? I don't even know my spot.
I need a result of 15 or higher. You get a
13.
13.
Fail.
Oh no! Come on!
Uh-oh, okay.
Radovan.
Radovan.
22. There
Yeah!
we go. Okay, as you're walking, kind of walking up and down, you notice one of the town guards steps out into the street like a few feet in front of you. But like right between the warehouses. You
Hold up my
spot him
shields.
before he spots you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn away and hold up my shield in front of my face.
Okay.
Because your shield won't give you away.
Because
No.
the
Yeah,
huge
no,
tight
because
shield
that's not
with the symbol of
suspicious
St. Cuthbert
activity.
on it won't say nothing about
But
him.
hey, it's instinctual. It's a fast
I hear you.
reaction.
Well, I mean, it's like, there's nowhere to run. Crap. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like this, and I'm gonna start walking away from him.
Alrighty.
That's the idea.
Well,
Hoping
he
Racer-
doesn't arrest you or come and talk to you or anything like that. So as far as you're concerned, you probably got away with it.
Woo!
Probably. Jeez.
Okay. And then Racer, you kind of see Radovan looking all awkward, and you can see a guard walking away from him down the main road past the fish market.
You're drawing attention to yourself with the whistling.
He's trying to be inconspicuous. Nothing to see here. I'm just a huge 6'4" cleric in armor,
Yeah, holding up my shield weirdly.
towering above all of these peasants. Very hard to spot.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Right.
Okay,
so
so
yeah.
I would have seen Radovan and probably, like I said, gone over to him.
Alrighty. So you two, you go. So yeah, you found Racer then. She found you. So
Yeah, Racer, we need to go get off the street soon.
Follow me.
All right, and I follow.
Okay.
Where are you taking me?
Off the street and somewhere hiding. I'm better at hiding than he is, so I'll
Well,
get us
wait,
somewhere.
It's
No.
finally
I'm just
happening.
immediate. The closest hiding spot was there. And you can keep talking to me, obviously.
okay.
We need to go to the house at the end of the road. That's where the guy who set me up in the bar lives with his family, apparently. He has a mother who's a harsh lady and some
So as
damn
he's
kid.
talking, I'm just gonna be like stalking from spot to spot, like just kind of going and like heading in that direction. Just let's go.
It's
Time
like,
out, time
it's like the
time.
overly fake detective, like rolling across the floor and then rolling back to the same spot. Turns left,
Yeah,
turns
yeah.
right.
Radovan
Yeah.
definitely notices
Dumb and
this.
Dumber.
And Radovan notices this and immediately says, "Can you just walk normally, please, beside me? You're
And
distracting me.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna just laugh at him like, I'm just bugging you, man.
This is serious. We're gonna die."
Playful banter.
That's it.
Playful. I don't do playful. Let's go. Come on.
Sarcasm. Okay, so you guys are basically going back to the house.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, what's the plan?
You get the kid. All right. You got to shove a dagger in his face.
You want me
do
to
it.
get the kid or get the kid?
Well, wait.
Yeah, you might
What-
want to specify when you're talking to Racer about doing
Because
that.
I'm just gonna kind of like as I do that, I'm be like, you want me to get the kid or get the kid?
I didn't know
Like
there were
the-
two. I didn't know there were two. There were different ways to get someone. I mean, this is the family of the guy who set me up. He bolted when I talked to his boss on the docks. Apparently, we need to find him
Okay, I'll find
to
him.
get more information. So, how about this? No, just, yeah, have the kid take you on a tour of the house or something, and I'll talk to the mom.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Because maybe you can find him somewhere, or find a hidden spot or whatever. Maybe he's probably hiding.
Okay.
Because he saw me and ran for it, so...
Right. So when you say kid, are you talking about the kid that you're looking for, or the child?
Roger.
The child.
Okay. So you want Racer
Oh,
to
I'm talking
distract
about
the
the
little
child.
child?
Oh, you're talking about a little child.
I just don't want him in my face. You know?
Oh, you want me to distract the
I
child?
think Randavan's like scared of kids or something.
Okay.
Long story short, I hate kids. He is annoying, and especially annoying. He bolted screaming like a little brat.
I don't know what to do with it.
We need to find Roderick. Oh, god damn it. All right. I knock on the
Kia.
door. I knock on the door and just say, just follow my lead.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, well, this time the mother opens the door. When she does so, she's got what looks like a screaming baby under her left arm.
Oh.
You notice that the kid that you saw before is like peering out from behind the back of her apron. And the kid is like, "Meh, meh, meh," and she's like sitting there shaking the baby, like trying to aggressively get it to shut up without beating on it. Like, she's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Gore, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you kind of hizzled out on me.
Oh no, I'm here.
All
She's
right.
like, "Yeah, what do you
So-
want?"
This is what. All right, this is what I do. Because Racer was playing with me earlier, ducking and dodging.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I nudge her shoulder to go.
Okay.
Just put her on the spot. It's your time. Go, Racer.
She's, well, come on. I haven't got all day. I've got this screaming brat to quieten down.
Is Roderick here?
Roderick, what's that little bastard done now?
Well, let's
Is he
just
in
say
trouble again?
he's
Oh,
got
you
some
wait till I
explaining
get hold
to
of
do.
him.
Is he home?
She's, Roderick! Roderick! Starts screaming at the top of her lungs.
May we come in, ma'am?
No, you may not come in. But no, he's not here.
Why'd you yell for him?
Okay, she kind of reaches behind her with her right hand that's free, grabbing the other kid, pulling him to the front. She's like, "Show on, go find your brother!" And she shoves him out the door. And the little kid goes scampering off down the street.
Oh.
Screaming at the top of his voice, "Riders! Riders! Mum wants ya!"
Wow.
I don't know what to say.
She said, "Well,
Well, ma'am, I asked to come in so that we might discuss this incident in private, but if you'd rather we do it on the street, we can do that.
I ain't got nothing to hide. Everyone knows my laundry around here."
Well, perhaps we don't want this predicament that your son has put us in
Did he steal from you? Is that
worse.
He
If
set
he
me
is,
up,
he
ma'am.
didn't give anything to me, and I don't have any money, so I can't reimburse you.
Yeah,
We don't need money.
He set me up.
What do you mean, set you up?
I got arrested because of your son. And I'm now under the auspices of the Lord of the Manor.
What trouble did you get my son in now?
He got me into trouble, ma'am, not this
lovely
other way
story.
around.
What did you do? What happened?
He got me drunk in the middle of the day when it's illegal to be drunk.
What, he force-fed you, did he?
Yes, he actually did. Several times.
What, a great big lout like you?
I
How
had
did he
already
achieve
had a
that
few.
then? Was you laying on your back asleep?
You think this is funny?
She's, no, I don't think it's bloody funny, but I don't really see where it had anything to do with me.
Oh,
Well, it
then
has
we
to
can
do
just
with-
take your son and you don't mind?
'Cause
Okay,
he's gotten
and I'm going to
himself in
turn. I'm
enough
going to start
trouble.
walking away.
Why don't you just find him and just drag him down to the local constable, have him arrested. I don't
I'm gone.
care.
You really don't care.
She goes, no. He's
What a
gotten himself into
awesome-
trouble one time too many. I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm
I think we
gone.
might. Yep, let's do that. All right.
She slams the door.
Whew.
As she walks away, you can hear the baby crying even more, and you hear, "Shut up! That's enough out of you!"
I look at Race and I just shrug and I say, yeah.
But well, about this time, Kia is kind of coming up from the side of the lake, so she can see you standing over by the houses on the side of the street.
I'm rushing up to them like, quick, come with me, come with me.
Where are you taking us?
I found him, and he needs to see you guys.
Found.
Can I see Roderick anywhere?
Make a spot check.
Yes. Find this little bugger. What did I call him?
A feller.
Yeah, the little feller.
Little
Oh,
feller.
fuck.
Oh my
Shit.
God!
You kind of
Risa.
glance around, but no, he's nowhere to be seen.
All right.
Come on, come on!
Fine. What? Go. Yeah.
Man,
What?
this man is old, by the way, and retired.
And he's gonna help us?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. What happened to you?
He's just very relaxed and doesn't seem in any rush to do anything, and we might be able to get help from him if we find the sapphire, which I immediately thought of the one that we have. I'm not sure if that's the one, but anyway, who cares? Just come with me.
Alrighty. So you're going to take them over to Silas Vanden's house.
Yes.
Does he know how to
Okay.
help us as we're walking? Maybe does he know how to help us?
He thinks he might have some ideas,
Ooh, excellent.
which is good. It's a step in the right direction.
So once
Just
you get
be
to the
patient
house,
with him.
Kia, you've already been here, so what are you doing?
I'm just gonna open the door a little and say, Silas!
He's like, yes, come on in.
Push the door open. We all walk in.
All right.
Yep.
Here are my friends.
Okie dokie. Right, so you're all inside Silas's house. He's kind of standing there. You guys that haven't seen him before, he is basically he's just like a fairly slender, older man, probably in his late 60s, long gray hair, and he's got a green robe. What is with the laughing with you guys tonight? Y'all are losing it.
Well, we're hiding behind Kia.
Pretty much.
Coach Chillo, thanks for the follow, buddy.
I
It's like
just
a
looked
line
and
of people.
I went behind Kia, and all of a sudden, Bane went behind me. I just thought that was funny.
I'm going
All
to take one giant step to the right.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
You idiots.
Right, well, he's got the. I can show you what the rod looks like. I can if it will actually let me. Come on, there you go. All right, let's put it in there.
Okay, cool.
Come on. Okay, there you go. Oh,
That's a sexy looking rod.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
there we
nice.
go.
Now that's a
Okay,
rod.
so that's what it looks like. Basically, at the very top is where the gem would go. Racer, the gem would have to be at least 5 times as big as the one you have,
Dang it.
like golf ball sized.
Show
do
to
you
him
want to make an
anyways.
appraisal check?
Do I need to?
If you want me to tell you roughly what you think that gem might be worth, cash value.
Sure.
Just, I mean, you haven't seen it, but just a ballpark idea.
12.
Okay, you're pretty sure that it's in the thousands, value-wise, but
And he doesn't care about it?
he doesn't seem to be overly bothered.
Lives in a shack.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that spent, years and years and years studying the arcane, and he's just done with that crap. So it was like, does he want it back? Yeah. Can he be bothered at his age to be chasing whoever it was, stole it, and do what he has to do to get it back? He started to, but he's like, you know what? To hell with it. I don't need it anymore. What does it matter? It's just a frigging gem to him at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, he shows you the rod, and says, "Well," he said, if you can get the gem back, then I suppose I could use it to amplify my powers and try to remove the enchantments from here. Now that's probably not going to get rid of everything, but it might go a long way to helping you."
And if it doesn't work or we can't find it, do you have any other ideas for us?
I'll not off the top of my head, but I can do some thinking while you're gone. But
Alright.
now,
Tell
let's
us
see
what
if
you
I
know.
can give you a little bit more information. As I said, I did a little bit of scrying, And what I really found out before I kind of gave up and quit was the gem was in the city of Corthan, and the thief that took it was a woman who also bore a strange mark.
Corthan, huh?
He said, now, not the mark quite like yours, more of a brand, really. Scrying isn't exactly perfect, but, I did sketch sort of sketch a picture of it, if you'd like to see it.
Yes, please.
Sure.
This is this is kind of what it looked like. Come on, roll 20. Here we go. There.
Huh.
He said it was kind of like a blue hand, and it had a swirly thing in the middle, and it kind of come to what looked like a scorpion tail point right in the center.
And where was it located on this woman?
It was on her lower forearm, but it was above her hand.
Do you know what side?
I really don't.
But it was like this, and I show my mark. Lower forearm.
Well, yours is on the inside, like here. He's talking about kind of like here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, he said it's about so big. But that's all I can really tell you. But look for a woman bearing that mark in the city of Corthan, and that should probably lead you at least somewhat on the right track. Not that I'm trying to tell you people how to do your job. Maybe some subtle inquiries about the mark and the woman. I don't know. I'm sure you've done this sort of thing before. You'll take care of it.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But yes, bring me the gem, and I will do my utmost using its magical magnifying powers to assist you.
I hold my hand out to try to make it official.
As in, like, to shake his hand?
Yes.
Okay.
No, for him to kiss it.
Oh, you want him to kiss it?
No.
He grabs it as no. But yeah, no, he shakes your hand politely.
Thank you, sir.
He says, as I said, I mean, I'd like to have it back. I just was not really...
You're old and you're tired, we understand.
Wasn't really enthused anymore. Initially I was going to find it just more out of aggravation, and I was mad that this person should dare come and steal from me, and then I realized, it really didn't matter anymore. Not at my age. Once upon a time, yes, but not anymore.
Well said.
So,
Thank you.
Yes, bring it back here, and we'll see if we can't get rid of those pesky enchantments.
Sounds good.
I look at the two guys. I look at Risa and Kia, and I say, I guess we have no choice, right?
Yeah.
Seems the story of our lives.
Right?
We got
to
to
retrieve this thing.
We got to meet with Lord Yarnspinner. Unless, Risa, do you have anything you want to say? Like, you want to do a powwow together? I mean, I'm kind of sick of this place. And
I think we should take our leave of the wizard and have a conversation privately.
all right, let's do that.
All right. Thank you, Silas. Enjoy your retirement.
Alrighty, so you guys are gonna
And
head
I'm
back
just
to
gonna
town.
thank you, sir, and give him a nod.
Alrighty. Right, well, he just waves at you politely. Good luck! I'll probably still be alive when you get back.
Good one. You better be.
Alrighty. Okay, so what do you guys want to do after that?
Wow. I just want to take them outside and say, what time of day is it now?
It is like late afternoon.
Okay. So we have to meet Yarnspinner tomorrow.
At the latest, yeah, you need to be back tomorrow.
So I'm just going to say, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go get this Yarnspinner business over with now, or do we want to find Roderick and deal with him? Roderick might give us more information.
I think we should see Yarnspinner at the latest possible time, which is tomorrow. I don't think it'll be very fruitful if we roam around looking for Roderick, right? Because
maybe somebody put him up to it. You don't want to
Yeah.
screw that guy up.
he's kind of already screwed up himself, and
Flex
Right.
he's
Thanks for
not the
thought.
culprit here. It's Yarnspinner.
Right.
Well, And it doesn't sound like this Roderick kid has much to live for at his current home.
What does that mean?
And Kia's gonna start kind of giggling, and I'm gonna say, "No, trust me, the mother's a piece of work."
Ugh.
Yeah, she's class in a glass.
Any mother, at least he has a mother. That's all I have to say.
I do think we should find out as much as we possibly can about this amulet before we hand it over. Just because, yeah, like, we don't know what we're giving away for my freedom, and we need as much leverage as we can possibly get.
Did I ever do an appraisal check on it?
On the amulet? No.
Who has it right now?
You do, I think.
Okay, can I do an appraisal then?
Yeah. A gold amulet. What could the gold amulet be worth?
Are you serious, Raisin? What's wrong with you, Raisin?
You say this thing's a piece of crap.
Okay. No, she thinks it's
Plastic.
probably worth. She thinks it might be worth as much as 1,000 to 1,500 gold pieces.
Woo.
And that's
Alright,
a
let
shitty
me-
roll.
But is it magical?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Kia. What do you think?
Just whenever you fail a roll, that could mean you either over or under evaluate it.
Oh, jeez.
So you don't really know.
Them rolls today.
Yeah,
What-
that's,
okay.
That's what you get for all those 20s last time.
Seriously.
Yeah. It's gold plated. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you look at it and you're thinking because of the craftsman, the craftsmanship and the attention to detail, it could be very valuable. And it must be very, very old too, so probably worth a fortune. That's why
What do
he
you
was so
think,
desperate to get
Radvan?
it back.
I'm going to appraise it myself.
Yeah. Let's get another opinion.
My appraisal.
You really are not that sure, so you would defer to Race's expertise. It's what she does.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. What about the wizard? You think we can bug him? I know we just left him, but
Well, you're kind of outside the door, really. You haven't really gone anywhere, so.
like he might know.
Kia, maybe just quickly ask him if he doesn't mind.
He's so slow.
That's okay. This is very helpful for us.
Kid, you're 100. You're 130 years old. I'm
And
surprised you're
he's
not
only
moving like that.
60, and that's how he's moving.
Yeah, and,
okay,
and
fine.
He's lived more through life than you.
Zip it.
Fine.
Give me the amulet.
I give Risa a look like this woman, this elf.
Alrighty.
And I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so you're going to
Alright.
stick your head back in.
I'm gonna stick my head back in. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes, did you forget something?
Yes. And I walk in towards him and flash the amulet and say, "Do you know what this is? Or can you appraise it for us?"
He holds his hand out to take it. Assuming you're going to give it to him, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Okay. When he kind of gets hold of it and he starts looking at it. So, oh. Do you mind if I, He, raises his hand and, as if, he's kind of asking you politely if he can cast a spell before he does it.
The non-working wizard, yeah.
Do it.
Okay. He basically casts what you've already seen him do before. He does detect magic. Oh, well, it is indeed magical, isn't it?
No. Okay. Do you know how much it's worth?
Oh,
Or what it can do?
I would have to do an identification spell, and I don't have the pearl, I'm afraid.
You don't have the power to identify.
No, the
something.
pearls.
The pearls. Oh, you don't.
Oh, yes, it's one of the material
Can I go buy
components
them in
need.
town?
I doubt it. You can try. They might have some at the general stores, but I would be surprised if they have that much pearl.
I'll check it out when I'm in town, and I'll come back if we do happen to find some.
He says, but, it is magical, at least, anyway. But,
Yes,
Hands
thank
it
you,
back to
sir.
you.
Goodbye, sir.
This is why people don't like elves. They're too
Yeah.
Seriously,
smarmy,
man.
nasty bastards.
You did it because Junk Farmer wanted it, okay? Alright.
Oh, the butler
out. I'm
voice.
out of there.
Oh, that I get it. Yeah, that's hello, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Right. So yeah, you go back outside.
Kia, can I see it for a second? The amulet?
Nope.
Why
I
not?
put it in my pocket.
It's mine now.
Seen it.
You
You've
lost
seen it
it.
already.
hello,
You've seen
wait.
it already.
Kia disappears in a puff
Whoa,
of magic,
whoa.
leaving Radovan
Whoa.
stranded to go
Okay,
to
yeah.
jail.
And I'm gonna be like, what?
Why not? This item is my future is hinging on this item. Why can't I see it?
It's just messing with it. Jeez. Hand it to him.
Take it.
Calm down.
Well, that was really.
Right.
I mean,
He's like, whoa. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I
you
give
have
it
the
to
amulet.
him.
all right. Do we have a rope or a chain or something?
Racer has rope.
I do. I have things.
Can you cut like a neck size length of it, please?
You gonna wear this thing as a necklace?
I'm gonna put it on. Yes.
Well, you'll have to take some you have to unravel a couple of the strands of the neck of the rope. But yeah, I know what you guys are doing. Okay.
My rope is pretty bad shape as it is, so I think there's probably some frays. It's a little singed.
Yeah.
It'll do. I just need something to.
Yeah, actually,
leave it to the top
your
piece.
rope is probably tantamount to unusable to support anything, so you might want to buy some more.
Okay,
rope.
let's go to the general store,
But
guys.
I mean,
I want
it'll
to try
work for
something.
what you guys want it for. Okay,
Yeah,
so
oh
you
yeah, I
pull the
will work
strand
for that,
off,
yeah.
you loop
Oh my
it through,
gosh.
and you're going to tie it and put it around your neck.
I'm wearing it. Yes.
Alrighty, you look spiffy with your new amulet
You
around
look
your neck.
so nice.
Do I feel differently?
You feel a bit of a pillock wearing a big giant gold brooch on your chest, but no, I mean, yeah, no, you don't feel weird. There's no like tingling or no effect coming from it.
Do you
All right.
want me to charm you?
Kia. No. Kia. Cut your hand, please. Come on.
What did you say?
He wants
play
you to
like-
cut your hand.
I want you to cut yourself.
No thanks. Let's head back to town.
Raisa, do you know where I'm coming? I want to cast a spell or something.
Okay.
Okay, so I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to see if it does anything to affect your magic, basically.
Yes, pretty much.
Right, you know.
Oh!
Because it's
So,
much better if
hello?
someone cuts themselves.
Thought you wanted me to hurt
rather than,
myself
Like, you
because
summon
you
a
were
wild
I
or something.
kind of do, Kia. Not gonna lie. I don't want to.
It's a
Raisa,
Radovan dick move, is what it is.
Cut yourself. Like what?
Cut yourself, Kia. Come
I'm
on.
not feeling that sad. Alright, cool.
No one. Can I have
Oh.
your deck, please, Raisa?
Here, I'll do it. I'm
Here,
just gonna.
okay.
Well, I'll
Are
cut
you-
myself
here.
then. All right, thank
Here.
you. Ah,
Okay.
cut myself, and then.
Well, strangely enough, when you cut yourself, you bleed.
What?
Such a dick, man.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
So you've cut your hand.
I just. Oh, I typed my roll heal in the Twitch chat. That was a
Okay.
mistake. I'm gonna do a light heal
Yeah,
on
when
myself.
we figure out how to make those macros work in Twitch chat, that'll be something. Okay, so what
So
kind of which healing spell are you casting?
light heal.
So
Your
1d8
light-
plus 3.
Yep, there you go. I think I overhealed my hand.
Yeah.
You are fucking.
It doesn't hurt anymore. Your ouchie has gone away. But there was no. You didn't feel any amplification or change or anything like that when you cast
Alright.
it. You didn't feel
Cool.
anything coming from the amulet.
Here, Kia. Cast a spell. Put it on. I want to see if it's any other kind of magic.
Alright. Take
It's obviously a magical item. We don't know what it can do.
Alright. I point my staff right at Radovan. And I
Burning hands! No.
and I cast Mage Hand on his helmet.
Okay, so you're going to try to levitate his hat off his head.
Yes.
Okay. It kind of like jostles in place, like ching, ting, 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 ting. But that's mostly
Okay,
just because
nothing?
of how much it weighs.
Yeah.
Not feeling anything?
No.
Alright,
feel
I rip it
jolly.
off. Like, alright, that's been fun.
How
Good
about
stuff.
if here? How about if the person who's wearing it might be immune to magic? I used on them.
Wow.
Oh, I put it back on.
Well, I just cast it on myself while I was wearing it.
Oh.
So.
And that
did.
didn't happen.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
Never mind.
never mind. Yeah, okay, that was my.
So we're not going to get any. There's no way we can get pearls. So basically, we're giving away an unknown and possibly very valuable item.
It just
Don't
gets
worry,
better and
guys.
better, doesn't it?
Shit.
Yeah, maybe there's pearls in town. Doubt it, but we can check.
I don't care anymore. I'm getting a drink. I'm getting some whiskey.
Alright.
That's it.
Yeah, it's after
He's
6.
done. Yeah, he's
Are we
just,
going to the? Actually, we should go eat and.
Yep, that's where I'm going. That's where the whiskey is.
Okay, so you guys are going to go to the inn.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's move you to the woodchuck. Poof, and I'll conveniently put you be there on that table. Alright, so you guys head back to the woodchuck inn.
Yum.
Alright, here you all are sitting over here in the corner.
Let's order some dinner and
Aight.
talk about what we're gonna do.
Don't mistake any waitresses for a man or vice versa.
Yeah. Check to see who it is that comes over to serve you.
Ha,
Are we
ha.
sitting? Are we sitting beside each other right away?
I'm sitting next to you.
There you go. Alright. So your waitress comes and approaches you. What can I get you then, my good sire?
Not fish and whiskey, please.
Not fish and whiskey. Pork and beer?
There you go. No, wait, no, I want whiskey.
Oh,
I just
thought
don't
you
want
said not
fish.
fish and whiskey.
Lady,
Not fish and some whiskey.
and whiskey.
Okay,
Not,
so
it's not. I didn't say not fish or whiskey. I said not fish and. Well, all right, whatever. Semantics
Nice
aside,
grammar, Ren.
give me pork, please, and a big old jug of whiskey.
right.
Oh, please, quick.
Okay. She said, and for you, my dear, looking at Racer.
I'll just get a plate of your meat and cheese selection, please.
All right, and for you.
I'll have what she's having.
Alrighty. Right, well, she goes off and leaves you guys to it. As an afterthought, she yells back, "Do you two want anything to drink?"
Water.
Water.
Okay.
Get 2 more rounds of whiskey. Bring it on my table, please. Right in front of me.
Very well.
Aren't you saving up for some better armor?
Not at the expense of his whiskey drinking. Okay, so you guys are all sitting around the table. She's gone off to fetch your order.
So tomorrow,
Yes.
how are we gonna do this?
Well, who is least likely to rip out his throat?
Radovan?
Who is least likely to rip out Yard Spinner's throat?
Yes, just wondering who should be the main one, talking to him. 'Cause
Kia.
I will.
Kia,
No, I won't kill him, but I want to.
Oh, you're a funny little elf.
What was that?
Any other bright ideas?
Oh, gosh.
You're gonna talk to the lord of this whole town who blackmailed me with
I'm
your
not doing it.
diplomacy skills? Is that what you're gonna do?
No, I said I
Radovan, I think
to do it.
you should make the plan, as it's your future that's
Right.
in
But
jeopardy.
he probably needs to make it quickly before he drinks all that whiskey. Okay, your waitress comes back, delivers you your 2 plates of
Oh.
crackers and cheese and
Milk,
bread,
please.
your
For my
water.
cat.
No.
Oh, and you want milk? Okay, so she
I
says, "Oh,
let Cal
very well."
out of the bag.
No, really?
Yep,
You're
I'm
letting
doing it.
Cal out of the bag.
I say, don't cause mischief, cat.
Wow.
But we all know he will.
Of course he will. He's Cal. Alright, let me
Ah,
go
the
ahead and
cats.
fix this real quick.
Fucking cat.
You love it. There we go. Right, let's let Cal out of the bag.
Doom-ch.
Let the cat out of the bag. There's Cal. Okay.
Yay!
Cal is on the table. Alrighty, so yeah, she
Off the
fetches
table, Cal.
she fetches some whiskey. Brings Radovan his whiskey, brings you your water, and a bowl of milk for Cal.
Which I believe Radovan has a jug of whiskey and then 2 more glasses sitting in front of him.
Yeah, he's got like a bottle. Okay. She says, let's see. 12 silver, please. Anybody?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Here. Oh, there you go.
Okay, she takes your money. And she scarpers back to the bar. Okay, leaving you to it.
So, friends, how you doing?
So,
All right.
yes, tomorrow
Sorry.
is yarn spinner day.
Tomorrow. Radovan.
I don't understand you, Kia. I'm sorry.
What?
I just. Is this a joke?
No.
Okay. I mean, every time we get in a diplomatic situation, you're causing trouble.
I'm gonna shrink back. I'm flip my hood up and kind of shrink down at this conversation. Kind of like, oh my food is very interesting right now. Look at this.
What are you talking about? Because are you something I did just now? Are you talking about or something from
No,
earlier?
just every time. I don't know.
I've been trying better. I've been doing better, haven't I?
I don't know. Have you?
Haven't I? Yeah, I remember
I
you
don't
tried
know.
to get me to stop talking, and I did. That's the start there.
But you have no filter, you know? Like you say whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah, it's just how I am, man. It's my personality.
Well, it doesn't come through as a, hey, this is a personality quirk. It comes through as a, I'm going to say a dickish thing. I mean, yeah, you think I'm a dick. I mean, the things you say. Huh.
Okay.
I don't know.
Everybody make a spot check. You only need a 10 or above.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Shots fired, Kia.
Who's
Seriously.
creeping in?
I still love you, though.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good. I
Yes.
see it.
Okay.
We see.
Was that? And there's Radavan. Okay. Walking through the door is a rather familiar looking 16-year-old.
Yes. Okay, as soon as he walks through the door,
Uh-huh.
I am going to kind of creep along the back here, and I'm guessing because he's kind of walking in, he's probably going to head towards the bar.
Right.
So I'm going to go up behind him,
And
I'm going to say, hey! And get around, he's going to see me, and I'm going to grab his arm, and I'm going to escort him to our table.
okay, so you're just gonna
He is very relieved that some of
Okay,
the
so you're just
subject
gonna
is
lay
changed.
hands on the kid and try to pull him over. Okay. Immediately,
and
you kind of grab him, and he's like starts to struggle. He's like, "Get off! Get off!" and starts pulling.
And I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to say, if you value your life, you're going to shut up right now.
Okay, make a willpower check, please.
Everybody? Just
Racer at the moment.
oh no.
Okay. Suddenly, as you say, if you value your life, you suddenly just get the overwhelming urge. You've had enough of this kid. He's caused you trouble all day. You don't have a weapon in your hand currently, so your natural instinct is just to rear back and slap this kid as hard as you possibly can, like smack straight upside the head. Roll your to hit.
Oh my gosh. Can Kia
Now,
immediately
how
get up
much-
as this happens?
How much of my wits do I have about me as this is happening?
You have all your wits, but in your head, you're pissed. You want to hurt this kid.
Okay, and sorry, what is my 2-hit roll? Is that my
It's just whatever your base attack bonus would be, or whatever your base attack is. So if you look what your normal to hit is with a weapon,
just 2?
take the yes. So it'll be +2. 20 +2. Yeah, if you'd have had a knife in your hand, you probably would have gutted him.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, you basically smack this kid right across the face. Roll D4. No strength bonus.
Oh,
so
no.
it gets halved. 1. Okay, so basically you like smack this kid like right across the face, kind of knocking him slightly backwards, and he lets out a loud ah as he kind of holds his face. So,
I get on my feet and run.
Well, can I still
towards
drag
Raisa.
him? Can I still drag him?
right now, dragging him isn't really what you want to do. You're in I want to hurt you mode.
Okay.
So you just got to think, as far as your character is concerned, this guy has just pissed you off to the point where you mean him bodily harm.
Okay.
So
right, well,
that's
yeah,
how you
let's just-
feel. Now, of
let's hope.
course, as you're feeling this, Radovan and Kia can notice a blue emanation coming from underneath her sleeve.
Yep, I'm
So
getting
it's
up
obviously, the mark is taking over.
Right.
This is exactly
Okay.
what happened to Radovan that time.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm running to Raisa and trying to pull her back. Like, stop it! Stop!
and same. Immediately running as far as I can.
Right, so you two are gonna physically rush to Racer and try to restrain her.
Yes.
Okay. Which, with your combined strength, He's trying to run in this direction. Racer's just kind of like, come here, you bastard! The kid like flies straight up the stairs, like in utter terror and fear, like runs straight up the stairs away. And Racer is like seeing red, like she's got that rage face on, like, and you have no doubt about it that if you was to let her go, she'd be straight up those stairs, and who knows what might happen.
Kia, get the kid. I got her.
Right. Once the kid is out of sight, Racer, suddenly you start feeling a little bit more emotionally aware.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it came from nowhere. You know that it was your feelings, yet you're really surprised at how quickly you allowed yourself to lose your shit.
So I'm going to kind of probably have like a realization. I'm guessing Radovan's still probably holding me.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like, what just happened?
Same thing that happened to me. Calm down, take a seat. Come on, sit down.
I'm okay.
That
was
sit
weird.
down. Sit down.
Oh, I'm coming.
Get to the chopper. Sit down.
Get to the chopper.
All right, I'm sitting.
No. Okay.
Kia, go upstairs, get the kid.
Right, you've noticed that most of the patrons are all like just staring, like right at you guys, like, what the fuck just happened? In fact, it's very quiet. Nobody's saying anything. It's just like an awkward silence in the inn right now.
I'll go up the stairs and look around.
Okay, well, once you basically go upstairs, that's where the corridors are, where all the rooms are. At the far end, you can see the kid, like, desperately trying to open one of the doors, like...
Cast a grease spell immediately!
Okay. Right, as he attempts to pull open the door, he loses his footing, flies up in the air, and comes crashing down on his backside.
I start running towards him.
Okay. It's not hard for you to get hit.
When I get to him, I like put...
He's like, don't kill me!
On the ground, I
kill
put like
me.
my arm in my
I
elbow,
didn't do
like
it! I didn't do it!
on his neck.
He made me do it! He paid me!
Who made you do it? Who?
It's like he blurts all that out, and then as an afterthought, he suddenly catches himself. This man in town, he said that he gave me the money and said that I should get the priest drunk.
What's
And
his
then
name?
he paid me 2 gold pieces.
What's his name?
I don't know his name. Never seen
You
him
know
before.
his name. I like press it harder into his neck.
Okay, make a sense motive check.
Alrighty.
Get him, Kia!
Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, failed.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my god,
He's
these
like,
rolls.
I swear, I don't know what his name was, but he was a stranger. I'd never seen him before. He just come up to me and said, here, take this money. Here's 2 gold pieces for you, and I want you to get the priest drunk. He said,
You did
make
that
sure
for
that he
2
gets
gold
drunk.
pieces. Follow me, and I grab his collar and
Okay.
drag him.
He kind of goes with you like a scolded schoolboy. It's like he doesn't have any fight in him.
Okay, good. And I walk downstairs towards the table,
Okay.
make him sit down.
All right.
How am I doing? Am I okay?
Yeah, you're okay now. Like,
Okay.
Cal instinctively like jumps on the corner of the table and is just like staring at him, giving him that
Hissing, I hope.
yeah, kind of like that grumpy cat look.
And I'm going to be glaring in his general direction.
Okay, he's kind of just sitting there, shrinking into his chair, hoping he can't be seen.
I slide one of the whiskey glasses across the table towards him. Drink up.
He doesn't take it. He just like looks at you. He goes, "I'm really sorry.
It's not poison.
I didn't
Drink it.
because I didn't know that they were going to arrest you. I thought he
Look.
was a friend of yours. Just wanted me to buy you a bunch of drinks."
Look, kid, just drink up. Calm down.
Okay. At this point, he kind of reluctantly gets it and.
There you go. That'll put hair on your chest.
Okay. As he coughs the whiskey down.
Look, I don't want to cause more problems for you. You seem to have had a pretty shitty day.
Hasn't been. hasn't been the best of days, I must admit.
Yeah, drink more, man. It'll get easier.
I'm good, thank you.
All right,
Drink.
Kia.
Okay, he kind of picks it up and finishes it off. Doesn't
There
quite
you
choke this
go.
time, but he's like,
Hair on your chest, hair on your ass. You're becoming a man. Good job.
Is that what being a man is all about? I didn't know that.
Kia.
he
Sorry.
says, I didn't mean for you to get in trouble. I didn't know that that's what they were going to do.
Can you tell us anything about the man who made you do this? Any information will be appreciated.
No, I've never seen him before. Right, Radovan and Racer can make a sense motive check if you wish.
Yep.
Are we ever gonna succeed?
No, apparently
the
not.
question.
Not with sense motives.
Nope.
Oh my god.
You guys
This kid's
suck.
great at lying, I guess.
He's so
Boogeyman.
good at he's as good at lying. Alright.
It's down to Radovan.
Yes!
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. With your ability to be, you're such a diplomat. You're a people's person. It's pretty obvious to you that not only is he lying, but he seems like genuinely terrified, but maybe he's more terrified of something else other than you, like the person that paid him or whatever it is. Maybe he's more scared of them than he is you.
So there's obviously more going on here than you're telling us, sir, little man, whatever. We can protect you if you just tell us.
Okay, he kind of moves in a lot closer so that people in the tavern can't hear. He says, "Not from him, you can't.
Oh, you'd
No
be
one can
surprised.
protect you from him.
Why?
Is it St. Cuthbert?
Because he runs the place. You can't tell him no."
So you were paid by the Lord of the...
He kind of glances around.
Say no more. Okay. Do you have anything by the way of proof of this? Or any way we can get proof of this?
Not really. I mean, he gave me 2 gold pieces. That part was true. But I already spent it.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't think having 2 gold pieces is going to be proof of anything.
Well, I mean, considering... I mean, you got to realize that 2 gold is like several hundreds of dollars. So,
What did you buy here? You're still working at the dock. Like, where did that gold go?
Well, buy isn't exactly the word. The sailors are fond of gambling. And I've, always... Because I like to play cards myself, and, well, I lost it. He says, "But don't tell Mum."
Well, she told us that you couldn't live with her anymore.
What?
Hey. Yeah,
She
was
never
not.
said that.
I'm not lying to you.
Oh, bloody hell, what am I going to do now?
Well, I think you got to go home and straighten it out. Run along. Go.
Well, you won't tell him, will you? Don't tell him I told you.
Don't worry.
Okay, he scampers out the door.
Oh.
So I look at Radovan. So you need proof in order to pin this guy?
I don't think proof is going to make much of a difference, though.
Honestly, I think we just need to figure out how we're going to get Radovan off the hook.
Yes.
And get out of here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Although, yeah,
He might not even let you. He might even not let you off the hook.
Well, we have writ by him. I mean, that's illegal. Maybe that's a legal document. I don't know. This whole thing has got. Oh, jeez. Can I have more whiskey, please? Hello.
Okay, she comes back over with. I mean, if you literally drunk that whole bottle.
Oh yeah.
Let's have a Constitution check for you. We're gonna make a Constitution check. Difficulty: if you've drunk the entire 5th of whiskey already and 2 additional glasses.
Oh, we get one to the kid.
And we give 1 to the kid. Okay, so you've drunk a 5th and a glass of whiskey inside of 10 minutes.
I thought it's 10 minutes. Really?
It's only been about 10 minutes since you ordered it.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Yeah,
No.
it's like he stands up and it's like, whoa. Yeah, it's kind of like it's just started to hit you. Way
Radovan,
too
you
much,
need to go
way
to
too
bed.
fast.
What?
Please
to
go
bed.
upstairs, Radovan.
It's the true mark of an alcoholic.
Don't make this any worse than it is.
I mean, he's still somewhat coherent. He's just very kind of a little wobbly.
Know your
He's
limits,
a little slurring
man.
his words again now.
Oh my! Shut the.
Radovan, go
Yes. Okay. All right. Good night, people.
Do you need me to help you walk up the stairs?
Shut up. I'm going.
All right.
He goes upstairs.
I'm gonna
saying
try to
about
help him
Goblin's
anyway.
Bomb or something like that. Some unprofessional song that he heard in the priesthood.
Okay, I'm still trying to help him walk up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Well, you get him upstairs, and all the doors are closed, of course, because you guys don't have a room.
Crap.
So
Wait
So you
here,
can just
Radaman.
just prop him up outside a door, and then
Yeah,
go.
I'm just gonna
Just
stay
say
here.
Just open the window, and I'll just look out and see things. It'll be
No window for you.
good. Well, it's fine. You see the world and the stars and the moon.
And the guards. You're fine. Just
We're
wait.
inside. Fuck the guards. They don't mean anything to me. It's okay. Just open the window. I'll be fine. It's just-
You know what? Raisa probably would have addressed the room situation as they were heading upstairs. So
Okay, so you're gonna go and hire the room.
yeah.
Alrighty, 5 silver, and you get a room paid for.
Eh.
Okay, so I will go upstairs.
Okay, you go upstairs,
meet
hand him the key,
Kia,
open the
yeah.
Cool. Sorry.
Nice.
Didn't mean to.
I'll get Kia to meet me back downstairs when she's done.
Okay, I help.
Okay,
I help
once
him
y'all
into his
have put
room.
just
Push him into
drop
his bed.
Radovan on a bed,
Let Cal go have a few licks of his face or something. Just because Cal can do that. I don't know.
just to aggravate him. Put
Yeah.
cat saliva on him just to piss him
Yeah.
off in the morning. Okay, so Radovan's sleeping it off. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So Radovan's sleeping it off upstairs. The two ladies are downstairs discussing things.
Yes, all the things.
DMCEE11, thank you for following, man.
Periods and stuff.
Neo Gambit, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, guys.
Follow hype.
Definitely.
There we go. Keep them coming.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so I'm finishing my meal. Kia, do we have anything that we need to talk about?
Crap. I don't think so. Do we?
Are
we cool?
Do we want to talk about? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bring something up. I'm be like, Kia, are you okay? You've been a little different, a little bit here. What's going on with you and Radovan?
Different? What do you mean?
Well, it seems like you guys are kind of at each other's throats.
Oh. I don't know. He's just getting on my nerves, I guess. A little bit. He just, does not get my sense of humor at all and thinks every time I make a joke, he thinks I'm being serious. And takes it personally, which he shouldn't, so.
Maybe he needs to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, well, he does that plenty with the whiskey, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to help much, though.
Shots
I mean,
fired.
After, remember that discussion we had here the first night we were
33, thanks for the follow.
here in this tavern?
Oh yeah.
I
I mean, you see me get visibly a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, oh yeah, and you'll see me from having a conversation like this go, oh yeah, and just kind of shrink down a little bit, and just kind of look again. Oh, my food is very interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after he told me that he was basically an orphan, I felt bad for the guy because now we could finally relate on something, and I thought maybe that would help us to bond and be the best friends that we were meant to be, but I just can't get along with him for some reason. I don't know why he hates elves so much. It's really annoying.
We could always ask him.
Do you think he'll tell us? I don't know.
I don't know.
Kia is visibly trying to avoid the subject of Raisa, by the way, so she doesn't
Oh
feel
yes,
so
yeah.
awkward.
But I'm still weirded out. I'm still worried that you're gonna bring it up.
Yeah. So, about Radovan.
Yeah.
Do you think we should... Do you personally think I should just not joke around with him anymore? I thought he, liked it in, oh, you're annoying, but in a nice way. I don't know.
You know what? He's
But
probably
now-
a little stressed out right now with the whole yarn spinner business.
Yeah.
Maybe lay off a little bit just until we get this dealt with. And then he'll get his
Try.
sense of humor back.
I hope so. He is. He's got something stuck up somewhere. So
He's got that extra morning star of his stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why he has two, but you only ever see one. Just remember that.
yeah.
The other one is somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to bed now, but Raisa,
Yeah.
just give me a nudge whenever you think I'm like overstepping my bounds with him,
Okay.
All
just so I know, because I'm obviously not great at not speaking when I'm supposed to. So whatever.
All right. So we will get a couple more rooms and.
And so everyone's going to retire for the night?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so hand over another 10 silver then.
Yes. We'll pay my 5 silver.
Okie dokie. I think that's a hint that you've got to pay for yours, Jay. I pay my
I'll
5
pay.
silver.
I'll pay for my 5.
Alrighty. So you guys all go and get a good night's sleep. Radovan is snoring loudly in his bed, dreaming of cudgels and little whiskers on kittens, things that, you know. Okay.
His
And
favorite
you
things.
emerge. You emerge. Poof. Morning. There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys wake up in the morning.
Who do we feel like?
Who do you feel like?
Did
You feel like
You guys, I mean, you girls feel fine. Radovan is nursing. He probably doesn't really get much of the way of hangovers. He's probably just very dehydrated.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, he's looking for a large glass of water
I'm going to have
with whiskey
one.
chasers.
I woke up
create
before
one.
Radaman, and I brought him up a glass of water.
There we go. Okay.
Peace offering.
Oh, that is pretty sweet.
Alrighty. Okay. So,
Oh,
but it is the day.
The day.
If you do not return the amulet to Lord Yarnspinner today, in theory, he puts a bounty out for the arrest of Radovan Rainier, and all kinds of bad things will occur to our
I
priest
think
of St.
this should
Cuthbert.
be our first order of business after we eat breakfast.
breakfast, yes. Ugh.
Alrighty.
Yep. Let's have some breakfast, guys.
So you get a good, hearty, greasy breakfast served up in a dirty ashtray for Radovan.
Yum. Delicious.
And yeah, you wolf down a good, hearty breakfast. You know, about 5 copper apiece. No, well, actually, if you had room, so that was comped. So, okay, so with your full tummies, probably
Alright,
feeling
so-
somewhat
Let's
still,
do
even though
this.
you know, probably feeling somewhat sick to your stomachs. The fact that you've got to go and face this asshole, and even worse, the prospect that you've actually got to turn this amulet over.
So, who's gonna accompany Radovan, and AKA Raisa would really like to not be in the room.
Oh,
And
jeez.
this is what we're talking about. Right here.
I don't know if Kia should
this
go with
shiny
Radaman.
amulet.
That's
Going
right.
wait, I'm going in alone?
No, you shouldn't. I don't think it's.
Pick one of us.
Who do you want?
I want Raisa.
Based on
Fair enough. I'll go see if there's any pearls anywhere, man.
Okay. So I will accompany, and I am probably not going to say anything.
Okay, so you two are heading straight to Lord Yarnspinner's, right?
Yes.
And Kia is going over to the general stores to see if they have any pearls available.
Wait, it doesn't even matter anymore because they're giving up the amulet.
Yep.
Alright, I'm
But
gonna
if you wanna
realize
spend a
that
whole bunch
as
of
I'm
money on
walking
pearls, you
towards
can.
the store. I'm realizing that as I'm walking towards the store and I'm
Okay.
like, oh crap.
So what do you want to do instead?
I'm just gonna go to Lord Yarnspinner's and stand outside the gate and just wait.
Sit under the apple tree. There you go.
Sit under the apple tree and whitewash a fence. I don't know.
Okay. So you arrive at the door to Lord Yarnspinner's house. Aren't you excited? Aren't you just going, ooh?
Good luck.
All right. So here we are, the lovely Lord Yarnspinner's dwelling. Okay. The door is opened by Kia's
Yes.
favorite person. Yes. Oh, hello, it's you.
We're here to see the Lord.
Oh, yes, he did say I should be expecting you sometime today.
Shall we?
Let me go and make sure that my lordship is ready to see you. One moment, please. Okay. After the usual 5 to 10 minutes of wait, he comes back. Lord Yarnspinner says that I should ask you to go directly to the guardhouse, and he will meet you there.
The guardhouse.
As he says that, you see the door open at the back of the hall, and Lord Yarnspinner's head stick out. He says, "Oh, that was a joke! No, come on in, come on in."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very funny, sir. Your sense of humor amazes me. And he wanders off. Okay, he beckons you up to his room.
Yep, go. We're going.
Alrighty. Okay, Radovan and Racer. Lord Yarnspinner, he says, well, do we feel very pardony today?
I don't know, do you?
Well,
It is you, after all, who's going to be doing the pardoning.
and if you have done a great service for the local lord, then I can indeed enact my favor upon you, and will happily do so. Do you have anything for me?
Throw it on the ground.
Be nice. You're gonna get a little poke
Yeah.
from me.
All right. Extract the amulet and hold it out to hand over.
Okay. He kind of...
Forcing a smile all the time, like...
Okay, you notice it almost like a little bit of overexcitement that he contains. He says, excellent. May I? As he holds his hand out. Okay, he grabs it and snatches it back as quick as he can, almost like to make sure you don't have an afterthought of changing your mind. And he's like, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. You have done a great service. All right, Theron, thanks for the follow, man. He says, okay, well, let me see. Come in. Would you like a seat? And then he kind of looks at you, Radovan, and says, perhaps a drink?
I would like you to inform all the guards that I am indeed pardoned of any crime.
Oh, no, you can do that yourself. I'm going to give you a letter that you can take to the guardhouse.
Okay, give me the letter now, please.
Okay, he goes over and starts scrawling away. You notice, like, as he's doing it, he keeps, like, writing, he's like, shh. And then looking at the amulet. Shh. Like, definitely preoccupied by this thing.
I just look at Kia and shake my head.
Hey, Racer.
Kia's not there.
Racer, that's what I meant. I racer and just shake my head.
Okay, after about 60 seconds, he comes back. You see him stamp a piece of paper and roll it up. Holds it out like at full arm's length towards you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Here you are.
Read
All
it.
right.
Read it.
Yep. I open it up and read it.
He says, I must admit, I applaud you in returning this heirloom from me. My family is in your debt.
Mm-hmm.
And be sure to give that to the clerk at the guard's office. It will expunge you of all your current wrongdoings.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you might bestow upon us?
Oh, yes, I was going to tell you. Silas Vanden has returned. I believe you were looking for him. He lives in a house down a half a mile southeast of here. Right on the bank of the river. He's home. Imagine that. He managed to come back all by himself.
Where was he? Do you know?
Well, fishing, I guess. I don't know. I sent some people out to look for him, as I'd promised I would, and the very next day I saw him in town. I merely mentioned to him that you were looking for him.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I think I'll be heading to the guardhouse now.
Alrighty.
You read the letter, though, right? There's nothing fishy in the
Yeah,
letter?
I
Okay.
opened. I opened the letter. I mean,
Okay, yeah, so you read it. Basically, it's just a formal letter notifying them that Lord Yarnspinner, in his power as local lord, has enacted... It's called it the... like, as you're reading it, there's like some paraphernalia there, a big long paragraph, which in short says, you've enacted, or he has enacted a pardon upon you because you have performed the rite of Shada, whatever that means.
The
And
right
as
to
such-
shut up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that would be
Uh,
questionable before you left.
Lord, sorry, what does this mean? What's Shada? What is
Oh,
this?
yes. The very first lord that came up with the permissions that would allow other lords to grant favor to those that had performed great acts, either on behalf of the town or the local lord himself, was Lord Shardar. So it was named after him. They called it the Right of Shardar. It's just a formal thing. It just means that I have used this right, and as such, that is
Sense
the reason
motive.
that I can pardon you.
Risa, do you have anything to say? Because I'm done here. Nothing? You have nothing? Thank you, Lord. We will...
He says, I would make sure I get that straight to the guardhouse.
Yeah,
I did,
I
in
know.
fact, visit them first thing this morning and asked him to write up a arrest and a issue some wanted posters for you.
thank you, sir.
So, you know,
I hope
So
you live
kind.
prosperously in this town of yours.
should one of my guards arrest you, just show him the letter, you'll be fine.
Yes, I got that. Live a long and prosperous life.
Oh, I shall, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And may St. Cuthbert's blessings be upon you.
Oh, Cuthbert will be blessing me, that's for sure.
Says,
Risa.
thank you very much.
So let's go. Let's go. We're done. I'm done.
As you kind of walk out the door and head down the hallway, you notice that he leans out and is like just smiling at you from around the side of the door.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
as
So
you literally
hard.
walk out the door, he's like, farewell, come again.
This motherfucker's going down. He's so going down.
I personally don't see why you don't like him. I'm just saying.
He's so nice.
He's just the nicest guy.
Next, guys, let's go to the guardhouse.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Which
going
is
to
right here, number 11.
I'm going to stay behind in case something goes wrong, so that I'm not immediately close to them.
Alrighty. Okay. So you get there. As soon as you get to the guardhouse,
Kia
two
has
guards-
come in
Are you
behind
going to
him.
follow in? Okay. A couple of guards see you, and they look at each other, and then they kind of walk over to you. He says, have you seen the Lord yet this morning?
Hold out the paper.
He says, okay.
Almost
Almost like
Hold
an-
out the paper.
Almost as a sigh of relief. He's like,
It was right. It was
very well, in you go.
All right. Go to the guard.
Okay, as they walk in, you kind of hear in the background, he says, I really wasn't looking forward to trying to arrest a pissed off priest.
I'm glad to hear that. Your lord is a corrupt guy. I just got to say.
Oh, they kind of look surprised when you answered them, as if they were trying to say it without you hearing. He's like, I wouldn't know about that. We just do what we're told, sir.
Yeah, well, there needs to be something in this town that gets him out of that manner. He is as corrupt as they can be, and as I have
Above my
many.
pay grade, sir. Sorry.
Well,
Take it
maybe
up
your
with
pay
him.
grade will be great. Oh, no. I'm going to take it up with other people. I have a whole city of friends in Sorrowmorn, and we have connections.
Okay.
And this is not the last you'll be hearing of me, I assure you.
He says, well, whatever you need to do, sir. Whatever you need to do. I hope you have a great day. And they kind of awkwardly hurry off, like before they say something they shouldn't.
When I walk past them, I'm gonna let my shoulder kind of hit them kind of hard.
Well, they kind of look at you, and then they look at each other and just like shrug it off and keep walking, like they know better.
Yeah, they better know better.
Okay.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of this town, please.
All right, guys, I need some new rope, and we should probably get some rations and figure out how long it takes to get to this. What's the town name?
Oh, the city?
Yeah,
Gotham.
Corthan. Yeah.
It's
before we head off.
It's Gotham.
Gotham City,
It's Gotham.
where
Before
you
we head off to
truly
Gotham
can
City.
be Batwoman.
Right.
All right, okay. So you're going to hand over the writ. The guy reads it over, stamps it, and says, oh, well, you're good to go. No problem here. And he picks up what looks like a small stack of paper and and throws it in the trash.
Are you happy at your job here, Mr. Masterguard, Ben?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're treated
How
fairly
much money
and
do you make?
right.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose so.
Can I
It's a
ask
very
about?
easy job. We hardly ever have to do anything.
Make a good pretty penny?
I wouldn't say a lot, but considering the work that I have to do, it's fair.
So the Lord is nobility,
Yes.
and he gets that right from where?
Well, he is of noble birth. He comes from a noble family,
I know,
and
yeah,
the
but-
king has granted him dominion over this town and the immediate surrounding area.
And the king, I imagine, isn't in court then, right? Or is
Oh, no, sir.
where's the king? Sorry, I'm a little hungover today, so I'm not.
Okay, he says, well, the king is about 300 miles to the east of here. It's a long way away, sir.
Where? Where does he live?
The king.
Like in a castle? I mean,
Oh well, no. He looks kind of like puzzled. I mean, you would actually you would know this information. It's just you've.
I know.
Never,
I'm
never
just so
asked.
pissed
I've
off.
got you.
I'm red in the face.
Right. No, he said the king lives in the capital city of the region, which is called Prolesis.
Okay. Just making sure you knew that. Thank you, sir.
Alrighty.
Look at Radaman like he's.
I'm
idiot.
hungover and pissed, so I'm not thinking straight at all. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Oh yes, let's go. Sorry, Kia.
Let's leave this
go.
place, please.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want to
Yes.
go by the store and pick up rope?
Yeah, and some rations, and then can you please refresh me how long of a journey is it to go?
To Corthan?
Yes.
If you go on foot or by cart, you're looking at a full week.
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we should see if we can get some horses and a
Well,
carriage.
you guys own a horse and cart. Don't forget.
Yep.
Yes,
It's here
excellent.
in town. You stabled it at the inn.
Mr. Bill, let's go. I'm gonna go to Mr. Bill.
Bill,
right.
poor old Bill.
Yep. You guys go to the store and buy whatever provisions we need. I'm going to
All
Bill. I need to sit down and reflect.
Alrighty, so you go to Bill, check on your horse. He's been well taken care of. He's still in good health. He's been groomed, been taken care of. He looks a lot better than he has done.
I'm
Poor
actually
Bill. Bill's
following
had a rough
Radaman.
go.
That's it.
not going to the
Bill's
store.
been attacked by all kinds of stuff. But Bill's
Okay,
got a
so
few battle scars, but he's a hardened, toughened horse now.
I'm doing a solo store run.
Okay, so what do you want to buy?
Excellent. Well, then, since I'm all alone, and they've left me alone,
Right.
let's just check my inventory here. Okay, so I'm going to. Is there a local jeweler?
No, but there were some basic trinkets and stuff at the general store.
Okay.
If you remember, the general store was pretty well stocked.
Yes. So I'm going to check out my little pouch of gems that I have,
Okay.
and just kind of show them to the shop owner and see what they're going to offer me. And if anything sounds good, maybe I'll sell one or two.
Alrighty. They kind of have a ponder and look at them, and they basically tell you that they could only afford to buy one of them because they just don't have the
Ooh.
surplus cash, and they offer you 20 gold for it.
Okay, I'll sell the one for 20 gold.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to grab a really nice rope.
So
Actually,
silk,
they have.
silk rope is five silver for a spool of silk rope.
Okay, and then rations for 3 and a pony for, let's do a week.
Okay, so 2 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, and
Will cover
then
for all 3 of you and the horse.
this, I don't know, my clothes are probably pretty burnt
Your
at this
clothes
point.
your clothes are charred and nasty.
So I will get my cloak is fine because I
You took the
wear
cloak
that.
off and the
Yeah.
armor is taken off. The armor's got
Yeah.
a few it's got a few tears and a few singes, but it's okay.
yeah, so
But the
I'm gonna
clothing
buy
is,
some clothing, yeah.
Okay. All right. You looking for like just rough clothes or anything fancy or
A rugged pair of pants that will travel well, and then probably 2 shirts.
okay.
And undergarments.
About 5 silver then. Should cover it.
Okay. I think that's everything. Arrows are stocked. Nobody asked for anything in particular?
I don't believe so.
Alrighty.
Okay. You're stocked up. You have your inventory. And you can, if you're ready, travel.
Oh, let's get the hell out of here, please.
Roll in.
Hit him up, move 'em all real high.
Okay, so you head out towards the city of Corthan. You know which direction it is because you saw when you came up from Saramorn, you took the right to Scarrow, but the signpost pointed to Corthan if you went straight on the road, so you know the way. Okay, well, the passage to the city of Corthan, as you know, will take about 7 days. You leave the town of Scarrow behind you and have an uneventful first day. The second day is also uneventful. However, late that evening, you do arrive at a familiar farmstead.
Yep.
Oh, do we want to go say hi?
Yes. Let's.
Yes.
Okay, you're a little more excited than I am, but yes, let's say hi.
Okay, so you want to go to the farm.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you go strolling up to the farm and knock on the door. We're going to move to the travel map here. Let's move you guys as well. Alright, so our adventurers are here. Okay. The door is open initially by kind of a frowny-faced farmer, and then as soon as he sees you, his eyes open up and he goes, "Oh, hello again."
Greetings. Hello. How are you doing?
"Oh, fine. Come in.
Yep. Please. Yes.
Okay, he kind of leans over and goes, "Tina, we've got guests!" He says,
Tina.
He says, "Come on, come sit down. Come sit down. Come meet the missus."
Okay.
Okay, he
Ladies.
takes you into the kind of a fairly plain but clean kitchen. There's a woman standing in there kind of just dusting flour off of her hands and wiping them on her apron. She kind of curtsies using her apron and smiles at you. And she says, "Oh, it's so pleased to meet you finally," she said. "I heard all of what you did to save my girls from those awful ruffians last week."
It had to be done. I mean, I have nothing else to say about that. I'm glad are they okay? Are they around?
"Oh, no, yes, they're fine. They're just feeding
That's
the
good.
animals."
That's good.
Excuse me, I was wondering what you did with the fellow who was still alive.
Oh, well,
Oh, maybe over some drinks. How about some drinks? Yes?
he says, "Oh,
Wow.
absolutely." He said, "We've still got plenty of that fine ale that I gave you before."
Do you have some buns?
Sorry, it's near the end of the night, so maybe we should ask if they mind if we stable our horse and stay overnight.
"Oh,
Nice
absolutely.
idea.
No, you're more than welcome here. More than welcome."
Can we not stay in the barn, please?
If you
Yeah.
want
Too
to.
many memories.
Stay in the barn if you really want to, but I mean,
No,
you're welcome to stay in the
I
house.
do not want to stay in the barn.
Alrighty, so, when you ask about the buns, she says, "Oh, I'm just cooking a fresh batch right now. They'll be ready in about 45 minutes.
Oh, you're an angel. Thank you.
So,
Sticky buns!
goes ahead and pours you all a nice big cup of his homebrew. He says,
Oh.
"Yes." He said, "What I would have liked to have done and what I did were two different things."
Well, what did you end up doing?
Wait,
He said, "I ended up just beating him with the rear end of a hoe and beating him off my property. Told him if I ever saw him again.
Which way did he go?
Off the property, that's all I cared about."
Okay. Give him a good licking.
He said, "I beat 9 bales of crap out of him, I did.
Well, good
Jeez,
on
That's
you.
my
I've
girls." He said, "As for the other one," he said, "well," he said, "I think you pretty much took care of him.
Yes, I did.
Wanders around speaking up 3 or 4 octaves too high now."
Well, it's good. It's good to hear.
So-
Once they kind of poured the beer and you guys are chit-chatting, I'm actually going to go outside and kind of wander the property and just look for flowers and herbs and things.
Okay, you're just going to go a gathering.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. You kind of spend 20-30 minutes. It looks like because of the crop fields and stuff like that, for the most part, anything that might have been of use, he's pretty much pulled up and hurled away as weeds and stuff. So there's not really a whole lot here, not in and around the farm. But 45 minutes later, there are some fresh hot buns ready. So,
Reese is missing out.
All
Okay.
right.
Lady, your buns are to die for.
You have tasty buns, Mrs. Alrighty. But do you want to ask them anything in particular? Other than that, it's just like pleasant chit chat, and
Pleasant
they're very,
chit-chat.
very friendly towards you and very grateful, and afford you all manner of hospitality that the average farm can manage to do.
No, just friendly chit chat, really. I mean, just otherwise tired.
Okie dokie. Well, as soon as you're ready to turn in, I mean, they provide you all a very basic cot, but it's comfortable.
Okay. Are we
Thank
in
you.
the same
And you
room?
all manage to get a good night's rest.
Woo.
Okay. In the morning, he hands you like a to-go masonry jar of his ale. They give you a little bundled package of some of the leftover buns.
Thank you. You guys are too kind.
And see you on your merry way. Alrighty. Well, you travel another 3 or 4 days. Again, it's fairly uneventful. You're traveling mostly along the main roads, heading towards the city of Corthan. After about pretty much a full week, mid-afternoon on the 7th day, you approach a large walled city. It is humongous. Basically, what you guys can see is the entire area of the town that you just came from wouldn't fit in 1/4 of this place. I mean, it is massive. The walls are 15 to 20 foot high stone. There's massive, huge gatehouses. It is just for you guys that have never really seen anything. It doesn't marvel the splendor of the elven city that you came from, Kia, but
Not impressed.
And me.
for humans, that's right, and you. For humans, this is
Yeah, and
this
me.
is it. This is one of the biggest places that they have. So Radovan is a little bit like ooh, and Kia is like, oh god, this place is a shithole. Like from Kia's memories of this place, it's just like it's dirty, it's corrupt, it's everybody here that has any money are overly pompous. This is just not the sort of place that Kia likes.
Okay.
And but you guys all got your kind of your brief on this. So okay, so as you approach the southern gate, it is the gatehouse itself is massive. It's a huge arch. It has a huge portcullis that is kind of hovering above, that could be dropped at any moment just to kind of help reinforce the gates. The gates themselves are made of massive, huge oak with large metal bands to reinforce it. There's 2 guards either side kind of looking at you as you get there, inquisitively and almost kind of like overly suspicious, but they don't approach you or accost you or stop you in any way, shape, or form. As you go strolling through the gates, the first thing that you see is just how busy this place is. There's people on every street. It is loud. It is just loaded down with all manner of, life, basically. It's just busy, busy, busy. Like, the whole place is just a thriving network of wandering folk.
Whew.
You know what? Did we ever ask the wizard anything? He said he was going to give us information about the guy that stole the sapphire. We didn't actually ask him about that, did we?
He told you that it was a woman and that she
Whoa!
had that blue mark.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he did. Okay. Never mind.
Awkward.
I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention.
I was laughing at Jane, Kia's statements.
Fair enough. Well, we're looking for that tattoo.
Anyway,
Well,
So,
this
yep,
sucks.
you guys
I'm gonna...
come right in through the southern gate.
All right.
Right. Time of day? Afternoon.
It is mid-afternoon when you get here.
Okay, guys, gather around. Let's get off to the side a little bit because I know
Gather.
it's busy.
Gather round. All right. What is it?
This place is not for the faint of heart. I have heard about
Right.
it.
Sucks.
I know about it. Okay, Kia, that judgment aside, there's a lot of maneuvering that takes place when we deal with things. You know, we need to be very careful on who we talk to, how we approach them, because everyone here who has an eye towards anything political or organizational or they will take advantage of you.
Well, you
We
might
need
want
to
to
be
hide your
careful.
symbol there.
Oh, that's not a problem. This place is kind of the main hub of my faith. So
Oh.
I am
Yeah.
I belong here
quarter
more
in
than
this,
you.
This city, there's an entire quarter that is devoted to the religion of St. Cuthbert.
Yeah. So that's not
Okay.
a problem. I'm more worried about you, Kia. Risa, I don't know what you know about this place, but
I'll be fine.
you'll be fine. You sure?
I know to watch your pockets.
Oh, is that so? I know there's some criminality, but that's expected in any city, right? So what do you mean watch your pockets? I mean,
Just keep a tight pocket.
I'll do that. You want to babysit me while you're at it, Radovan?
I don't want to babysit anybody. Come on.
All right. Well, thank you for the heads up. Anyway.
I think we should get situated. I think
Find
we
the
can-
inn.
It is not hard to... basically, there are signposts on every street corner, kind of giving you directions. The sign that's like right here in front of where you guys are, it points northwards, where basically it's the living... It says that's where the living quarter is. To the left is a sign saying Cheapsides. There's smaller signs underneath, one of which is labeled Boar and Crown, and then kind of in parentheses it says Inn and Tavern, and it points in the direction of this main street here.
That number 2, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, and it is
Yeah.
massive.
Where's the stables?
Attached right next to it.
Oh boy, perfect. Okay.
Number 4.
All right. We'll let's stable bill and get a room. I think we're going to spend some days here. So we'll...
Okay. Well, basically, once you get to this place, it is by far the biggest inn you've ever seen. At least 4 times larger than anything you've stayed in so far. It's 4 stories high.
Oh, wow.
It is massive. It is architecturally a masterpiece as well. There's smoke coming out of multiple chimneys. It's just a ginormous... it goes beyond being an inn. It's like the inn. It's the Hilton.
It's the Hilton, right?
Yeah, it's called the Boar and Crown. There's like a huge hanging sign that's like masterfully painted by maybe some local artist or something like that, which has a very aggressive, regal-looking boar with an actual crown on its head, but it almost like human-like facial features on the boar itself.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Huh. Okay.
All right, let's get situated.
All right.
Alrighty, so you're going into the inn?
Yes.
Going into the inn.
No. You
No?
can't go in the inn. I'm not letting you. Here we go. There you are.
It's
Alrighty.
like Kia all over again. Okay.
Here you go into the inn. As you walk in, you can see it's already very crowded. Coming from the far corner, there's like a live minstrel playing on a bar.
Ooh.
Or like on a little stage.
Okay.
Over here. Oh, I keep moving the
Yeah,
mouse.
he's
There we
doing that, that's for sure.
go. But it is extremely loud. Like the volume in here is almost as loud as on the streets.
I'm going to be sticking very close to Radovan's, left flank.
Alrighty. Immediately to the left, there is a huge, brutish-looking doorman. He's like wearing a leather tunic. He's actually he's almost 2 inches taller and probably about 2 inches wider than Radovan.
What?
He's a massive, monstrous human.
Oh my
Big,
goodness.
bald-headed brute
Oh,
of a guy.
hello.
Just kind of standing there with his arms crossed, just glaring at everybody in the inn.
I give him a friendly wave.
Okay. He kind of just looks at you, and his eyes hold yours for about half a second, and then he just continues to scan past you and look further deeper into the inn.
I turn around and ignore him.
Yeah, stick close to me, guys.
Okay, will do.
Yes.
So I go to the bar.
All
Get
right.
us through.
You make your way to the bar. Basically, there's everything from commoner to rich folk here. There's a halfling to your left, sitting there with a massive, great big pipe, just smoking it and puffing it, glaring at you, holding a huge mug of beer with two hands and spilling as much of it as he can on his beard. Okay, the innkeeper finally kind of holds your glance, looking at you. He's kind of a skinny, balding man. He's wearing a red tunic. He appears to be probably in his late 40s. And there's two servant wenches that are like charging around like wildfire, but they look like they're in their probably mid to late 40s as well. There's no young strumpets here for you to pick on today.
Oh, nuts.
Okay, he looks at you and he says, "Hello, what can I get you?
There it is.
You'll have to speak up."
My friends and I would like a couple of rooms. 3, to be exact.
3 rooms, right? Anything else?
For several days. How much per night?
We charge 6 silver a night. If you stay for a week, you basically get 1 night for free.
I look
That
at
includes
Risa.
breakfast. You can have it for a full board if you want, but that's a gold a night. Sorry, 10 silver.
Risa, Kia. Couple nights, maybe 3? Or do you want to do the whole week? Alright, well, 3 nights, please. 3 rooms for 3 nights, peace.
Full board?
What?
Full
Do you
board, 10
want
silver.
full board?
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Right, that's a gold and 10 silver apiece then, please. In advance, if you don't mind.
Do it. I hand it over immediately.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, me too.
He's just gonna get you a drink.
No, I'm okay for now, thanks.
Right, you notice that a couple of the people in the inn are like eyeballing you, like glancing up and down at you very, very inquisitively. And they're not even trying to hide it. It's like obvious. And it's not even like they're just checking out the girls. It's like just generally they're checking all 3 of you out in.
What do they look like?
Both of them look fairly young, humans, little scruffy. One, this guy right here, and then you got this guy over here, either side of the bar, just watching you.
Yeah.
Like menacingly or?
Kind of like this. They're like literally like.
Oh my gosh.
Just, every time that they don't even take their eyes off you when they sip a drink. They're
Like,
just staring straight at
Radovan,
you.
where do we go?
I look at this one over here, and I say, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Okay, he just kind of takes another drink. He says, "Fine."
Got anything to say?
No? Do you?
No, I just noticed you were looking in our general direction.
He says, "Oh, just curious. That's all."
Well, ask a question, stop staring.
He says, "All right. Are you rich? Do you have a lot of money?"
I'm rich with faith.
He says, "Well, I can see you're a priest of St. Cuthbert, obviously."
Yeah, so, to answer your question, I'm so poor. I roll my eyes. I'm the poorest man in here.
Oh. What about
Look
you
elsewhere.
ladies? Do either of you possibly need a guide for the city that you can afford to pay?
No.
No thanks.
Fair enough.
See ya.
Then.
Why don't you look at the wall, maybe find some cracks?
He says, no, it's all right. Go about your business. Well, I'm fine. Sorry to bother you.
Uh-huh.
Carries
ya.
on kind of looking at you. It's like you just get that really uncomfortable feeling. You know what I mean? It's like they're just...
Like Radovan.
They're not doing anything wrong, but they're just paying too much damn attention.
I'm just gonna kind of mumble and say, maybe we should have got 1 room.
Really?
Kinky time.
You want,
Oh, jeez.
oh.
This sucks. This place sucks.
Right. As you're standing there, guy gets up from this chair from the fireplace, comes and stands right here, puts his hand on the bar, like just order a drink. And the first thing you notice is he is also elvish. He is a full-blooded high elf, much like Kia.
Oh, you're gonna notice me put my cloak, like, kind of sink a little bit more in case he looks familiar.
Oh.
Does he look familiar to me?
No.
Okay.
But
I'm just gonna glance
the
at
barman comes
him.
over and just looks at him, and he just slaps his hand down, lifts it up, and there's like 6 or 7 silver pieces there, and just looks at the barman. He goes back behind him, reaches up, pulls a bottle of wine from the back, pours it into a glass, and brings it and sits it on the table. He just nods politely, takes it, turns around, cuts you a kind of a subtle glance. You notice that the halfling kind of moves away from him, like noticeably. And then he kind of like smiles, like with a half smile at you, Kia, as he kind of just looks at you. He's like, nods, and then goes and sits back down in his chair.
He knows you're an elf.
I kind of nod back to him in recognition, but I'm not going to go over and talk to him.
Hey kids, it's your new boyfriend over there. Why don't you go say hey?
I'm going to grab Radovan by his hair and shut up.
I mean, you pretty much all know
Wait,
that
what?
this city is multiracial. It's a human city, but halflings. One of the things that you know about this city that you really don't like about it, Kia, is that there are half orcs that live here.
Can we get to the point where she grabs my hair?
I was trying to think of what I would grab on you, and it's the first thing that came to
Grab
me.
that big flowing red cape.
So
of
you
his.
literally just
He
did
thinks
this
he's
to me,
Superman.
right? You were
Yeah.
like, shut up.
Shut up. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I obviously didn't talk to the guy. Let's go sit down. Please.
Oh, Jesus, fine.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I shake my
Don't
head.
do that again. It's not funny.
I'm
Oh.
following Radovan. I don't go anywhere unless Radovan goes.
Coward.
Yep.
Okay.
I sit there in shock. I'm just like staring at Kia like,
Okay, so you all basically made your
Just
way and
like
claimed the
boyfriend
table.
jokes, I guess. Maybe there's a reason.
okay, whoa, yeah.
Right, one of the waitresses comes over, looks at you up and down, and just kind of smiles politely. And she says, do you want anything off the spit or at the oven? She kind of glances back behind her. You notice like half an entire cow is on an open spit roast up here.
I'll have some of that and some water, please.
Nice
Fair enough. Right, within no time at all, she goes over. You see her like carving huge chunks of this cow off with a big knife and laying on a big platter. Then she goes and piles up a whole bunch of mixed vegetables and stuff and brings it and just slaps it in the middle of the table. And it's not really one plate for each of you. It's just like a huge big platter that's probably got about 4 pounds of sliced meat and about 4 pounds of vegetables just piled up on there. And then she puts 3 flagons of water down.
Dinner.
Cow time. It's cow chow.
I'm not
Let's
saying
do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. Alright.
Okay.
So-
Radovan. Never mind, I don't want to get into it. So, what's our plan?
We need to find the woman with the mark, right?
Right.
Which is too difficult to find.
Seems
Wow.
like splitting up won't serve us very well, though. Will it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We would see the most bodies, but we would probably be less safe if we weren't with you, Radovan.
Yeah. This is not the place where we should split up.
No.
But
I mean, especially if
Best
you guys don't know your way around the city, it is so big that unless you had, strict meeting places, this is not a we'll bump into each other type of place. This is
Right.
you could feasibly search around for days and not find each other.
Jeez. Okay. Guess we gotta do this together then.
but where do we go first?
Well, let's think. We're looking for a thief.
Yeah.
You should know more about this race. Where can we find a thief?
Well, I have
You know about
heard.
this place, yeah.
I have heard about this place, and what I do know is there is a large city watch here, so the thieves are sneaky.
Okay.
But there's a lot of corruption within the city watch as well, so we need to keep our eyes and ears definitely open. I've heard rumors of organized thieving places or guilds. Actually, I believe there's one called the Knights of Liberation. Maybe if we can look and I don't know, find some stuff about that. They seem to be kind of one of the primary names that
Might
you
be
hear
their
of.
symbol, maybe. Could be.
Okay, so we can definitely pursue that. I think what we need to do is look at us, right? Look at what we all look like.
You're saying we should blend in.
We're a weird party.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're actually not so standoutish in this city. I mean, glancing around you, there's people
Yeah.
wearing all kinds of clothing and stuff like that. The one thing you just do need to remember, the Cathedral for St. Cuthbert is here, in this city. Any priest is obviously going to be noticed.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
that
exactly what I was getting towards.
they see you and instantly they think St. Cuthbert, big deal.
No, that's actually exactly what I meant when I said we are a weird group because we stand out in our respective roles.
And you're hanging out with elves.
And I'm hanging out with an elf and a half elf. I'm leaning more towards the half elf in terms of her being half human. So it's not two elves I'm hanging out with. It's one elf I'm hanging out with.
Right. Race is technically human unless anybody knows otherwise.
Exactly. I need to get commoners clothes to blend in with you guys. So when we go around town, I don't stand out as an obvious, hey, here I am. That's what I think.
That's a good idea, Radavan.
Okay. Sure.
So the question is, where can I leave my stuff? I mean, in my room, is that safe? I don't know. I hope so.
I mean, you get keys and you do get to lock your doors.
But that, yeah.
And I mean, it is obviously a fairly well-run establishment. I'm not guaranteeing that means anything's safe, but
right. No, of course.
It probably wouldn't be a well-to-do place if it was constantly being if the guests were constantly being robbed and fleeced inside their own rooms. And they do have security as well, don't forget. Very large security.
Yeah, he scares even me.
Right.
All right. I wonder if the shops will stay open. It's getting towards nighttime, right? So
yes. It's like by now it's like very late afternoon, early evening, kind of 6:30ish our time.
So should we just call it a night and tomorrow start fresh?
Get an early morning.
Yeah, I'll buy new clothes and stow away my gear, or most of it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess that's what we do.
Well, that is exactly 10:30, which brings us to the very end of our show for tonight.
No!
I didn't even notice. No!
Bam!
No!